All right, we're live. Hi, everyone. It's me. I'm Bigpapachunk. And with me is my good friend Konmai.
Somehow, we survived yet another day of Sony announcing games of a certain ilk. But I'm happy to be here because people, young lads, young children are going to be able to experience the original Armored Core games and how fucked up they were. I'm so excited. They're messed up, man.
Kind of interested in being able to go back and play like Armored Core 2, but like actually be able to use the analog sticks for the game.
That would be wild, but not part of the game. You don't get to do that. You're gonna learn how to do the backwards controller grip, man.
Oh, God.
That's what these kids are gonna about to learn. They're gonna be like, oh, this is why nobody liked this game.
That game was, oh man, this game was so fucked up.
Except it's awesome. I love AC. I love AC.
It's cool, but it's
AC
fucked up.
1.1 and 1.2.
All right, but you know what's cool and not fucked up? Maturino.
SoulCalibur? Oh, well, I was gonna say like.
I mean, no, SoulCalibur is fucked up. SoulCalibur is fucked up. It's
yeah,
cool, but it's fucked up. Yeah, but the Maturino is not fucked up. There is no scuff most of the time. All you have to do is click !Maturino, go to the link, click the code or click the sign in, and then you click the blue claim code button, put a free 25 cents into the pot, and we're good to go. It's super easy.
Whoa, bro, what the hell is that?
See, okay, see, we got homies already showing up. The reinforcements are arriving early, but that's fine.
Sheesh.
Sometimes you can just win battles by overwhelming force, just get over with quickly.
It's called macro.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes Zerg Rush just works.
I would say though that I'll have to pour one out for StarCraft 2, which apparently has not made the esports World Cup thing this year, which is really sad to be honest. I want to be honest with you. That's like you should get on your soapbox and be pretty upset about that. There's not that many.
That's kind of fucked up, yeah.
There literally are no good RTSs out competitively except for basically that one in Brood War, and the fact that like they're just getting rid of it because of money is like it's a farce, because that game is technically still like one of the hardest games to play in like the planet. It's like still hard as hell. So I was kind of sad to see that. It popped up on my feed the other day. They're like, hey, what's going on with this? And they're just like, dude, they're losing sight. Because like, listen, I don't care how competitive you think you are. Honor of Kings, get out of here, brother. Just because it's popular doesn't mean it's competitive, my guy. Like, get out of here. But yeah, that's my gripe for the day. But yeah, we got lots of new stuff coming up down the pipe. Soul Burners coming up this weekend. $100 prize pool if you want to play a game that is about like 3 people deep. No, I'm joking. It's SC is an interesting game because you can actually transfer a lot of the SC6 stuff to it, in terms of like playing solid, and the game runs on rollback, so I would give it a shot. I mean, real with you. That's if you know the cheapies, I think you could do pretty well, because SC6's cheapies are pretty egregious, and yeah, it's a cool thing. And then of course TNS coming up in 2 weeks. It's gonna be really fun as usual. I don't think there's not much. If TNS got originally nominated for best local, you know something's kind of good going on there, because they're literally online. But they since retconned that particular dark arc of FGC history. And yeah, there's Konmai. That's me. So who are we coming up first though, so I can talk about the matches? We gonna get Juice versus. Oh no, I'm not sure if I want to see this match. 18 inches of Venom. Oh brother, that's Dreamer, by the way. He changes his name every 2 seconds.
Bro, I literally just set this straight. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so tired of Parsec and this thing.
Speaking of Parsec, though, so if you don't want to play Parsec, Mi's gonna be hosting a tournament pretty soon for PlayStation. So if you really want to exercise,
okay, I figured out the trick. I got it. We're good.
It's him, the legend.
A legend showed up?
Yeah, you.
What's so legendary about me?
I mean,
your
outside
beard.
the beard,
What constitutes
the
a
good
legend?
looks.
Just having a good beard? Okay, great.
I mean, that's probably pretty true.
Yeah, 90% of it.
For a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah. For me, definitely. That beard has a place in my heart.
Yeah.
You're
You'll
the
get
third-
one someday.
Not me. I do not. I
Yeah, I
have
mean,
no
with
powers.
that attitude, yeah, you should probably just give up.
Yeah. How's it going, Jay?
Hello, Konmai.
Welcome to the stage of history.
That wasn't an answer to my question. My inquiry was different.
Oh, it wasn't a rhetorical question? You actually want to...
Yeah, you do interesting things. So, like, I'd rather hear about you than be ramble on
I don't
about
know if I
stupid
do
shit.
interesting things, do I?
I
went to
think
the
so.
doctor today. That's not particularly interesting.
Okay. Was it for anything dire or just like routine checkup?
Dire?
Like, is the beer taking over? You know, stuff like that.
I wouldn't say that's particularly dire. If it was, why would I go to the doctor?
It's true.
I'm not sure
Well-
that a general practitioner has any ability to handle that stuff.
Oh, here it is.
I've got this.
The game?
Two-button
What am I
Maxi.
looking at?
Wait,
am I
is
looking
it-
at the? Oh
is it-
no, it's the 2-button Maxi. Oh no, I'm
Is this somebody I should know?
This is Dreamer's fabled, legendary 2-button Maxi.
Okay.
I don't know what it's
So this is
about.
the second time that legendary has been used in like the 2 minutes that I've been here. Boy, does that term mean nothing to you guys.
It is a pretty like forgettable difficulty in SoulCalibur 6
Okay.
in particular.
All right,
so.
I'm here with the legendary Konmai and the legendary Chunk playing the legendary game on legendary Parsec.
See, you got it. You understand.
What a
He gets
legendary
it.
loading time.
Yeah, that's a. Oh, I
Boy,
mean, this
howdy,
is
that
this is the fattest loading time
crunchy
I've
as
seen in a
hell.
minute. This is a.
This isn't even Haohmaru's stage. I don't know. But okay, Maxi versus Siegfried. I have no idea what this matchup is like.
Warriors
It's Maxi, so I assume Siegfried wins it.
I just want to see these 2 buttons and what they are, because it's
I'm trying to think of what the 2 best buttons would be for Maxi.
like 6A plus
1B
B
and 6A plus B.
maybe.
1B and 22A. 1B has got to be one of them.
Okay, guard is definitely not one of the buttons.
No.
Okay, we're learning.
I forget who I was talking to,
Okay.
but I was playing Maxi last stream. Okay,
No,
2A
it's
plus
not
B
2A
is the
plus
first
B.
one.
Please don't be that. Oh
What,
no, it
what
is.
an amazing decision I made to legendarily commentate the legendary Wednesday night fights.
Legendary 2A plus B.
Maxi 2A plus B, just FYI, the only low I have ever, the only seeable low that I've actually gone into training mode to practice dealing with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, back in SE5.
this
In
is
case
the move
anybody
that
here is
destroyed
unaware,
Lugon.
you want to talk about a 2-move Maxi. Maxi was essentially 2 moves back in SE5.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like this seems really SE5-ish. like you
No,
know,
I wouldn't say that. 2A plus B was just about as bad as it was in 5 as it is in 6. The 2 moves, one of them is familiar, 6A plus B. That's still just, you know, Maxi's main trademark move. The legendary Maxi move, 6A plus B. It used to be significantly better in SE5. And then a move that is basically non-existent in 6, which is Wall Rising B plus K. It's the strongest evasive move in the entire game back in SE5. It was simply stupendous. Like, you guys have seen, you know, Shanghua, PXS2, like, just like super duper tech crouch. Garbage. Complete garbage compared to Wall Rising B plus K back in SE5. He was trying to move. Getting hit by the 6A plus B. I think he could have killed there. Oh, that's very good soul charge activation. Oh, he actually gets a punish out of that. Wow. What a timing, dude.
actually cracked.
Timing and spacing. Legendarily, intentionally done, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm legendarily confident that that is the case. Nice punish. It's one of the nice things about playing Maxi is that sometimes, whether it's like -12, -14, or -16, or even higher, like sometimes like your punish is actually pretty straightforward when 6A plus B is available to you. You don't have to worry about really difficult to catch punishes, like when something recovers really quickly.
I hate this Maxi so much.
Yeah, it's kind of why I've been talking over it instead of actually. Guys, you can always tell when I'm frankly not like. I'll just give you guys a tip because this doesn't have to do with Wednesday night fights. You can always tell when I'm not particularly interested in talking about a match that's going on because I'll talk about like the history of SoulCalibur, or I'll talk about like, you know, something that is tangentially related to the match that's at hand.
That's better than most commentators. Most of us just go off the rails and talk about some dumb VTuber shit. So
One could argue that that's effectively off the rails, but yeah, sure. All right, looks like we're going to Haohmaru. This is a matchup that I've been told Haohmaru actually does not do particularly well in, but I understand why Dreamer wants to go into this, seeing as how this is his main, as far as I know.
yeah,
Overall, Haohmaru I think is still a pretty underexplored character. An intense game of patience that you really have to play when you're playing against Haohmaru. You can't be doing whiffs like that. You can't allow whiffs like that. You basically just have to be comfortable with the fact that Haohmaru kind of gets his run of the show for quite some time. But you can out-damage him, and actually Siegfried has the ability to outrange him in a lot of places too, which is nice.
Yeah, we'll see if it comes into play. Right now, Juice is just getting spilled all over the place.
Yeah, it's just one round. It's a shame that we didn't get a punch on the uppercut. A counter hit after an AGI happens. Yeah, Dreamer's actually the person who's playing patiently at the moment. Juice just needs to make sure that he stops whipping.
So
I've never been much of a fan of the Siegfried mix-up in that regard. I think you either go for the mix or you don't. All the additional, like, side hold setups and everything like that, I've never been a big fan of it. Are we just going to get chipped the whole time? Yeah.
It's going in.
We don't know about the strings. We don't know that that's a high. I wonder what he counter hit, though. PA.
Oh, then I can replay it.
It doesn't.
I squinted my eyes as hard as I could and saw nothing but two blurs.
So rare that I see Siegfried A slide B with this amount. This is a legendary amount of whipping from Siegfried A slide B.
Oh, look at there's it.
There it is. Look, the first time that
finally.
we see any interaction with the characters so far.
Okay, he's really pressing buttons.
Just playing it,
hard as he
but
can.
like safe buttons. Like just you know, you don't actually care whether they hit or not. There's another B4. Yeah. It's actually, frankly, like the same kind. The only reason why he got hit is because he stopped doing what he was doing. Good track on the 1A there. Present. Yeah, if Juice just decides to do exactly what he was doing before and not actually change it up, just leave it up to Dreamer to actually change things up. You don't have to do it yourself.
That's true. Okay, going for the mid.
Wow, and actually an A slide B actually connecting. Please stop doing this.
It
Really killing you. Wow, we didn't do the rest of the combo.
He's dancing. He's losing position though. It's kind of scary.
Yeah. We lost.
Oh, what
wow,
the hell?
that is not a real combo.
Yeah, I'm just... He chose violence today, and violence did not, in fact, pay off.
2 bars to 2 bars. I do feel like overall it is most appropriate for somebody in like the Siegfried position to spend meter aggressively. You want to try and force effectively what Dreamer has done, because Haohmaru's soul charges, especially at the end of the game, can be awfully limited in the sense that you really want to make sure that you have a bar ready to go and you're not in soul charge for when yellow life is around. Now we're going to be dealing with Rage Explosion. He always wants to make sure that you have that. Wow.
Wait, he
we're
take
letting
this
whip? Go, dude. Okay.
Oh my god.
He just got the red, Okay, that's not going to do it just yet. The super is frankly inconsequential at this point. Nice.
Oh, nice deck out.
Good step duck. Yeah, unbreakable throw. Kind of the whole point of Rage Explosion is, along with a handful of additional strings, he gets one, the super long range super that basically punishes you for breathing, on top of an unbreakable grab that forces you to feel like you need to breathe. So it's kind of the 50-50 that you're dealing with there. But the problem with it, obviously, is the fact that the damage is heavily scaled when the soul charge continues to go down. So the threat becomes less and less of a big deal as the soul charge continues.
Well, I hate to say it, but the 2-button Maxi was definitely not it. That was the...
Yeah, it's a shame, you know, that Maxi doesn't have any like better lows than 2A plus B. It's really difficult for him to mix people up. It's really difficult for him to pull off a mid-low type of situation.
That was like the that was the Anthony Davis of Maxis. I just saw that messing around too, brother. You told me about this Maxi like it was good. I didn't think that you were gonna pick the meme low. I thought it was gonna be a respectable low. A low that could, you know, do something like, I don't know, get a job, have a family, buy a house. But instead, you gave me 2 A plus B. And it's not good. Well, we heard it here first.
All right, hey everybody, I'm back after Googling who Anthony Davis is.
You live it. Yeah, that's true. No house for me. Yeah, poor AD. Homeboy gets hurt the first game he gets back to Dallas. And I shook my head as a Laker fan and said, I can't believe we pulled it off. All right, coming up next is going to be Marigram and Infectious. Tira versus Ivy. Thoughts?
Marigram, yeah, kind of be... If I had to guess, Marigram Infectious is going to be a situation where Tira players and Tira in general are not necessarily used to being the one that has to go in. And Tira approach options are frankly a bit kind of underexplored, seeing as how Tira players are typically the one that's being approached. Ivy may be like the only character who doesn't have to approach Tira, maybe Azwel, but even then that's kind of a 50-50 in that way.
Yeah.
So you're not really going to get a lot of taunt setups available to you, and you're really going to have to try and just go in. Is Tira particularly good at that? I don't know if she's particularly bad at it. It's just that it's just not really something that you see all that often is all.
Yeah, it's kind of a rare occurrence for the character with the insane backstep to be like, well, wait, I don't actually want to be back here.
Yeah, it's really difficult to pull off taunt setups, really difficult to get stance changes. Also not really a character that we see all that often.
Yeah, I'm also worried on the kind of like just like the raw defensive front. You know, Marigram's relatively new, and Infectious has been doing the same messed up stuff for quite some time. As far
yeah,
as
I imagine it's going to be a lot of that. It's going to be a lot of Infectious doing the crazy stuff that he normally does.
Yeah, I'm expecting at least 2 unblockables. Like,
it's up to Marigram really to show that any kinds of whiffs, any type of aggressive options are being punished appropriately. It's very similar to Charlie in that regard, is that you always need to make sure that you're playing cleanly as possible, which I know is very difficult on Parsec.
And just in general, I think the mindset of being able to just kind of take your free damage, but know that it's not going to condition them at all, is kind of integral to the whole, I guess, like, mind game of the game. So it's like, well, I'm going to get a return here. I know it's not going to look like it's a big return. It's like putting like a penny in a jar, but if you get 100 pennies, you might have a dead opponent. I don't know.
It's totally fine if somebody does not get conditioned in that regard. Typically what that means is that the game is over. If you have an answer for something and it nets you damage, it's kind of unimportant for you if the opponent changes it up or not. In fact, typically speaking, if your opponent's making a mistake like that, it's always best not to correct them.
Yeah. We'll see. Eventually they'll get into the deal. Let me squint my eyes at what's going on in the competitor channels. See if I can find any insights as to why it's taking 6 trillion years for them to roll up.
RipCityOutlaw going in, Human Typhoon, which is insane to me still.
Yeah, right?
I still have a tough time
weeks.
believing that's the Human Typhoon that I'm familiar with.
Right?
Infidelity is back.
Infidelity's back?
Yeah. I actually ran into him in ranked like a few days ago.
Wild.
Yeah.
I can't remember who Infidelity played.
Maxi. We're gonna get some more 2A plus B going on.
Oh my god. Yeah, wow.
It's all coming back.
Yeah, I feel bad now.
Yeah.
That the Soul Charge King himself, or Soul Attack King.
Yeah, he uses a lot of Soul Charge, which is kind of surprising. Maxi, one of the few characters I would say that wants to hold on. I can really only think of 2 characters off the top of my head that wants to use CE exclusively as opposed to Soul Charge.
Yeah.
But Infidelity changing it up on me.
Okay, so
maybe Sophie. Maybe Sophie's another character where that's the case.
Yeah, I can think so. Like anybody who gets like basically free damage on a knockdown, I would imagine. for like a soul charge. It's not too bad. I mean, for a soul attack. Okay, so
Can't say I'm familiar with this Sophie player. Where's Voldo? A mainstay in Wednesday night fights and in ranked mode.
I haven't seen Where's Voldo and WNF for like about a couple weeks, so
Difficult to find him, that's the whole point.
Yeah, that's right. I couldn't find him.
If I had to guess, this is going to be a very classic situation of Where's Voldo taking advantage of the trickery of Voldo. Making it very difficult to deal with stances, making it very difficult to deal with the fact that you don't get the typical Oki, something like that, where you're expecting the opponent to try and get up and now you're trying to catch the sidestep with something like 4-4A. Voldo, on the other hand, can just simply roll away and doesn't have to deal with that type of Oki setup. Easily the most frustrating thing about Voldo is dealing with stuff like that.
Damn. That and just character unfamiliarity. I'm thinking seeing a little bit of it.
Oh yeah, it's kind of part and parcel of the same thing, yeah.
They're going in the
Good
chair.
sidestep. No punish on the auto GI. Yeah, that's definitely one of the main things that you want to check as a Voldo player, is whether you're going to get caught when the auto GI gets blocked. Because if not, you get to just keep going, right?
Yeah. Oh, nice side
Soul
throw.
attack? Oh, wow,
baseball
he
slide.
actually got damage out of it. Nah, yeah, you got greedy. This always happens against Voldo.
Oh.
And, oh boy. SEDAH getting kind of lucky not having to deal with a lot of this stuff so far.
Oh,
Good
nice whip punish.
Wow. Kind of on Where's Voldo whipping that in that situation.
I rarely see that move whip in general.
No duck on the high. Always another piece of information that Voldo players want to find out.
Yeah.
Sophie
Voldo's
not
pretty
really getting the
happy
opportunity to throw in her own gimmick game, but that's chiefly because Sophie doesn't really have a lot of gimmicks to throw out there.
I was gonna say, it's like we're talking about the most widespread character in the game.
Maybe the most straightforward character in the game.
Yeah.
I stab people. Is there anything? No, just nothing else.
Now, speaking of which,
I stab people. Yeah, overall, you want to try and, if at all possible, keep Voldo in like a standing reset type of situation. All of his like gimmicks and his evasiveness kind of fall away when they're just like right in front of you, and then Voldo becomes kind of what you're seeing right now, which becomes a 2A monster. Yeah. Not really a whole lot of other options Voldo has in those types of scenarios. So if SEDAH can set that up yet again and not fall for what I think is about to happen, then they'll be golden. But unfortunately, it really looks like we are not familiar with these stances at all. And we've eaten a lot of... Yeah, that's it. A plus B, I have a tough time believing that's what they wanted. If I had to guess, they wanted 2-3-6 A plus B instead.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
So, bit of a buffer issue, very typical in SC6, unfortunately.
Yeah, especially on Parsec.
I would say in regular online as well. It's baked into the game, which is easily one of the most frustrating things about it.
Welcome to the
Kind of one of the reasons why something like IVCS was kind of a non-factor back in 5. And now is such a terror to deal with in 6, it's mainly because of the buffer issue. Like, you have people who are very much used to breaking that type of throw. That and the fact that like throws got updated to be, in order to break CS, you have to be pressing nothing. So you take that and you couple with the fact that the game will think that you've been pressing something for the past 3 seconds when you stopped pressing it a second ago. Well, now CS has effectively become unbreakable, right? Like for like 3 seconds, you can't do anything about it.
That's
very
wild.
Frustrating stuff. Whoa, the teabag to try and dodge the AA doesn't reap any rewards. Oh boy.
Little Death Blossom.
Now, unfortunately, this is definitely a person who has never played against Voldo before. And that's kind of the scenario that we're at this point. I have seen, man, this matchup was everywhere back in SC4. Everywhere on the East Coast, at least.
Yeah, Voldo was really good at C4, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, relatively. You know,
Bottom
the
of
game
top 5, in my opinion. Bottom of top 5 once you got rid of the bank characters.
Interesting combo.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess 2TB action. Here we go. Rolling in.
Yeah, C4 Hilden, Algol, banned characters, but then after that, in my opinion, in order, you would have Ivy, Amy, Killick, Sophie, Voldo. And then you have, like, honorable mentions of, like, Yoshi and Cassandra. Whereas Voldo playing it super safe.
Yeah.
You don't really have to worry too much when it comes to Sophie Soul Charge. You don't have to worry about like a mid-low mix all that much. It's just basically the same 1k lows and like grabs. It's really just a pressure Soul Charge. It's a very good one. But it's kind of funny to think about is that Voldo's is probably just kind of like a better version of that.
Yeah. Chopping at the legs a lot. Nice mash there.
Oh, no super free? Trying so
Ain't
hard.
that spicy yet. I know, well, I used to like Manta doing that like all the time, 24/7.
Ah, that was supposed to be a stab.
Ooh.
A tough time getting the stabs out right now. Side suspend bar, I respect it. Really wish we got a lot more damage on that. That was the whip. You're probably not going to get another opportunity. You have our auto RIs available, which maybe we'll get to see in the next match that SEDAH decides to play. Yeah. Definitely a massive amount of unfamiliar. A lot more like what you were talking about, rather than what I was talking about. The Oki situation didn't really come up all that much, but definitely very unfamiliar with what you're supposed to do against just Voldo stances, Voldo pressure.
Yeah.
And trying to get those appropriate punishes. Maybe somebody who is unfamiliar with the Parsec server, again, it was a name that I was unfamiliar with.
SEDAH's been around here, I think, like a couple times before, but yeah, I just really getting the raw, uncooked version of Mantis Crawl. Like, just running into you, counter hit every time was kind of like the tell right there. I was like, oh, whoops. Because you're supposed to just, like, step around that for 4,000 years until the Voldo gets bored.
Yeah, essentially. There's
All right,
a lot
Jsabbs.
of, like, hurry up and wait with Voldo, where, again, you don't really have to worry about mix-ups, but boy, you really can't engage. It's very frustrating.
Yeah. It's pretty annoying. Jsabbs said Nox coming up next. I wonder what Jsabbs is going to random this time.
Yeah, so Nox was somebody who was streaming earlier today and was effectively coaxed into joining up while they were streaming. And then as far as I know, they ended up having a very difficult time actually getting into their Smash GG account and effectively had to find a different way of attempting to get into this tournament, which I think is kind of funny. In fact, Nox and Jsabbs were playing earlier today.
Well, we'll see if they can get past the final boss known as logging into the server.
Yeah, I mean, with Jsabbs, obviously you never know what the character is going to be. With Nox, you don't really have a good idea of it either.
Yeah, it's like either Ivy or Hilda.
It could be Setsuka.
That too, yeah. You don't get that redemption roll for TNS? Oh, you're just going to be playing two swords of the redemption bracket. That's the roll.
Maybe
That's
we'll
just
get,
how it's going to be.
We'll finally get to see Nox's White Rose only Amy.
Oh, I think I saw that.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
It's a real thing that he tries to pull off.
Yeah. Against better, I would imagine better advisement from the Amy Council.
Well, it's not really much of an Amy council nowadays, I don't think.
Paul Averos with the Amy and the cringing face.
It's not
You know
very
what's
often
crazy?
that Bolivaros hates Amy.
It's funny because, like, all I see when I open up SoulCalibur is him not playfully arguing with suicide in his journal every time I open up the game. It's just a little.
Yeah, I remember seeing that too. Yeah.
That's a little bit of like SoulCalibur lore. If you're friends with Suicide, he's like the only person who uses like the weird journal feature on it, and it's like there was a time when he was playing ranked a lot, and like he basically got we got a new entry in the lexicon of characters he hates, including characters he plays himself, which is pretty genuinely funny. But yeah, that's I think it's an interesting thing in Steam, in that you could really make a funny time with the I'm surprised nobody has done it with like I would say more popular games. Like I'm surprised nobody has a Dear Diary, I did this in Baldur's Gate 3. But instead it's like all my friends are just keep it kosher and clean. But the fact that's even a thing is one of my favorite parts about Steam, because you get to get like little snippets into the moments of weakness when somebody decides to journal their thoughts.
Giraffe.
Oh my goodness. Let's see what we... So, while they're struggling with the technical aspects of the game, how's Mahjong going?
I didn't go today.
Oh, shit.
I think I was talking before that I've been getting kind of disheartened as of late. I've been having a tough time recently, so I decided to take a break.
That's good.
Smart.
You know, it's harder to quit than it is to stick around. Like, we're like wired to like just sink endless amounts of time and energy into something that's like clearly failing.
Not surprised by that. I mean, you know, very classic physics. Something that, you know, is in motion tends to stay in motion. Something that is staying put tends to stay put.
Very astute. I didn't think of it that way.
It's very typical for things to continue the way that they're going. But I'm not trying to quit or anything. I'm just taking a break from it for a while.
Speaking of keeping the things the way they're going, how's that Matcherino going? Is it continually accumulating money, like the laws of physics demand? Let me check. Let me actually sign in really quick and then make sure that I am not having egg on my face. And in fact, that is in fact working. We have 24 codes remaining. And,
I have no idea who's who.
Oh, crap. They're both playing
that's
random.
gonna be tough.
Well, we'll see. It's exciting.
At the very least, we'll be able to talk about what the character matchup is going to be. Man, this really seems like one of my War of the Roses things that I did recently. The random select type matches that we do sometimes.
We're random selecting, and we're randomly trying to figure out who's who. This is going to be an entertaining part of the game.
I don't think that we have to do that. We can just talk about the character matchup without much of a problem.
I'm 2-player. Okay, so Jsabbs is on the right.
Thank you.
Although, you know, I'm hoping. I wish these consoles.
It is important to note. Nox also said that he was 2-player.
Oh, they did? Oh shit. Humpy, I might have lied. Whatever. The mix-up's great. I think that's even more fun, to be honest with you.
Sorry,
if you're
guys. It's always difficult when you're dealing with somebody who's brand new to fucking video games. And understanding what the number 1 and the number 2 are. But hey, I guess we'll figure it out if we ever get to load into the match. I wonder if the random select portion of it is making it even more difficult.
I'm pretty sure we've unlocked the portion of the game where like even the Parsec servers are simply exploding, having to calculate the possibilities of an infinite like matrix of possible matches. All right, at long last, we are finally entering.
Funny because there's not that many characters in the game, so the amount of permutations is incredibly finite.
You know, I wish they had in this game that they don't have.
What do you wish they had in this game that they don't?
Do you remember random male and random female?
No, I mean, other than when I go outside every day.
It's a great feature. What it did is it randomly picked your character, but then randomly assigned it a random outfit from cast, and it was just, you would get the funniest results. You would just get like absolutely bananas, like combinations. You just wouldn't be ready to expect them.
Would any of the costumes be covered in bananas?
I think I saw one that was at least remotely yellow. Anyway, Siegfried versus Geralt.
Not a matchup that we see all that much. I'm trying to remember if Incendiate plays Geralt when he plays against Outlaw. I feel like sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't.
Yeah, I would say like probably, well, it's probably like a 50-50 between Ivy, but probably.
Oh, see, I was thinking X for the most part.
Yeah, X mostly for Siegfried.
You guys remember when X versus Siegfried was like virtually unwinnable for Xianghua? That was kind of crazy.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
This game's days.
Boy. Assuming that the names are correct, Jsabbs' technical execution keeping Geralt out virtually entirely. And Nox has not really gotten an opportunity to play this game. Finally gets a read on a base hold. But is it going to be too little too late? He's got a lot of bar. But it's also important to know that I don't think I've ever seen Nox play this character, so I don't really know how familiar he is with him.
Yeah.
A+B. Ooh, that's not what we wanted.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's going to do it. No, it's not.
Oh, the dream? Oh. I could have got a launch instead, but we'll take it.
I don't know. It's kind of different. Like, what would the launch have been?
Couldn't you get 3B in that same frame space?
I mean, I honestly feel like a 16 framer would be kind of difficult. Oh my god.
What a god!
It is important to note that Jsabbs' Siegfried is also the main character in one of the most hilarious random select situations of all time in one of my War of the Roses things where he ends up flubbing a game that he basically had guaranteed win. It would be very funny if it happens again. No punishes on anything.
I mean, history almost repeated itself. It literally repeated itself that round, so we'll see if he's going to get another crack at the Hall of Fame of flubbing it.
Oh, that's a lot.
I think he's good.
Oh, B into GI, okay.
Yeah.
Nox being a little bit too straightforward when it comes to his attempts to get a wall hit here.
Oh, 9K, I like it.
I wonder if these guys both decided to not use bar at all during the set as well.
I think bar is illegal. Alright, gets the 9K, okay.
Only if you're under 21 or bar is illegal.
Oh, they're going back to random, aren't they? No, they're gonna pick characters, maybe. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Well, wait, no, because Jsabbs has to stay on random, right? Because you can't change that out. Oh, there's...
Yeah, it's up to Chunk on how he wants to handle that sort of thing.
I mean, it is what it is.
If he's stuck on random, he's stuck on random.
He's stuck on random. Random's a character in this game since we don't have a mimic, so fair enough.
Is that a Critical Role reference?
No.
I guess not. Okay, never mind then.
It's just like we used to call those characters mimics, right? Like
no, Chunk said "Let Chaos Reign," which is a reference to Critical Role.
Oh, is it? I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was more of a 40K reference. All right, Taki versus 2B.
Can't say I've ever seen either of them play either of these characters.
I want to say I've seen.
Well, Nox knows 2B combos, so there's that.
I'm not surprised. She I don't describe this other than like, if Nox is the kind of player that I would be very shocked if he didn't play a cunty character, and 2B is up there. Right, Trace B.
Ooh, he had a hitbox in the back. Right, this is kind of the exact opposite of what we saw in the previous match, which tends to happen in random select tournaments and random select matches. Both players have gotten characters they are radically familiar with and radically unfamiliar with. It'd be really funny if by the end of this we see Amy versus Ivy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ivy Jail is really gonna be really excited. Yeah. Oh, you mean the opposite where they get their mains? That'd be cool too.
Ooh, okay. That jump. Alright, we finally get an RE against 2B.
At long last, the answer has revealed itself.
Well, just, Jsabbs hasn't really gotten an opportunity to use it. Well, it really sucks when you're wrong about REs against Astaroth, and it really sucks when you're wrong against REs against 2B.
It's a run-up guard, trying to chase the backstep right there. Ooh,
nice jump, okay.
That's pretty spicy.
Oh, interesting. Jump A into roll around a lot. I wonder if that was intentional.
I'm pretty sure that's what, like, my dog would do.
They can do Taki jump A?
Yeah. It's a cool-ass dog.
Cool-ass dog? Alright.
Oh, nice!
I don't really know how it works on the West Coast, but I guess that's the way it is. 3B into AAA in Soul Charge.
I'm surprised. I would have figured that, like, Soul Charge BBB would have been guaranteed on that hit. I mean,
Ready.
Alright, Jsabbs flexing the possession cancel as much as possible. The blockable cancel.
Ooh, no punish on these 3Bs. Whoa, there's no way in the universe that's what he wanted. Suddenly, Nox does not look as familiar as we once thought. I mean, that's kind of like what you expect in a 2B match. Even against, when the 2B player is familiar with the character, is that the character really falls apart in the neutral in a lot of ways, especially against a character who can just smother them. But then they go into stance, and then suddenly they're unstoppable.
Yeah. Nice throw. See what we got with the Oki, just kind of blocking it off. Tries to get a whip
CE is the punish. Oh.
Yeah, opted for something a little bit too slow right there.
Oh, I knew that he was looking for it. Please just press CE. Okay. Alright, 1-1.
Alright, we'll see what they both random next. Kind of excited. Of course, Nox demonstrating that he's in fact not a Pillow Princess. That was a hot point of contention. Speaking of which, I hope our friend with the 2-button Maxi is willing to put up against Nox's challenge that was issued last week. Yesterweek. That's not even a word.
Yesterweek. All my troubles seem so damp and bleak.
Hey, yeah,
That's
there you
pretty
go.
good.
Yeah.
Yo, he's got some flow.
I know what I'm fucking doing, guys.
Man, Kendrick JJJ, man. Okay.
Now it feels like I just won a shriek. Yesterweek.
Oh wow, the A must be work. Crazy.
Oh, we got 2B again.
Yeah, but on the
If I remember
Jsabbs side.
correctly, Jsabbs, when he did my Iron Man competition where he had to win a match with every character, 2B hell was the biggest thing that he had to deal with in that set. That's the reason why he lost. He lost like 13 games with 2B.
We'll see if it comes to curse him. Right now, Nox is just.
What a punish.
I like it.
Okay, gets another good punish. 3K and Wall Rising K, fantastic buttons for 2B.
He wanted stab too. You could tell. He got that Wall Rising V instead.
Battle 2. Fight.
Ooh, great whip punish right there.
Okay, gets a good punish, trying to do the SC4 combo.
El Clasico. Okay.
Whoa, just wake up 6K. Rude.
I kind of like that. Like if your opponent doesn't have real Loki, you just kick him in the nuts and call it good. Nice stats right there.
It means you can get annihilated by 2B's 4-4B, but, you know.
That's true.
Ooh, no duck, okay.
All right, going for the lows, the cheeky stuff.
Probably Sophie one of the best characters that you can get in a situation like this, because, again, very incredibly straightforward character. You don't have to worry about too much not understanding. Meanwhile, Jsabbs could not look more uncomfortable.
It's like trying to like hold it in. He's not allowed to go to the restroom anywhere near within the next county. He's just like squeezing his legs together.
Wow, Nox trying to be super rude right now and just auto GI on reaction. Trying to get the ring out with 4A plus B, it looks like.
I like the
No
commitment to
RE so
crouching.
far from Nox. Does get a fantastic punish on the -16.
I'm really digging this.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you get Sophie in something like this, no, that's gonna...
I don't think it works now. In
Yeah.
Mirage and iframes.
It's kind of funny, because that means that if Nox had just kept doing what he was doing before, which was just standing there and blocking, he could have gotten another stab on the unsafe bubble.
It's true.
I think that's exactly why he ended up blocking that full string before.
Nice
Okay.
job.
Okay, well, he could have killed if he knew a Soul Charge combo, but he doesn't. Yeah, okay.
Remember, he's
Bar.
uncomfortable. Trying to go with those cute strings. Oh, doesn't get a punish.
Oh, no punish.
Yeah.
Tried to RI and it just took the bar, but okay. He ends up getting it.
Battle 4. Fight.
Now Jsabbs doesn't have the ability to Soul Charge again, but honestly, if you don't know what 2B Soul Charge even does, I think that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. 4-4-B
Does he know
into
the
what?
combo?
Yeah,
Probably
he
nothing,
does.
right? Okay. Fantastic whip punish, wow.
That was great patience too.
Yeah.
Like Nox is demonstrating some really good. That was.
I was about to make a comment about the fact that the first hit of 668 whiffed, and then the third hit connects from behind.
That's insane.
This game sucks. This game is so bad.
Oh.
Remember when you were trying to get that anime player to, like, play FC6? There's just
Yeah,
no way.
I never got to play with him. But he stopped posting about it, so
Yeah, of
I
course
never
he
saw him
did,
stream
yeah.
it ever again. So I was just like, I don't know what to do anymore.
There's, like, nobody playing the game. Like, how would how would that work?
Yeah.
Alright, Sophie meter. We're all just heavily sidestepping. Does he know this combo? Okay, well, yeah. Well, no.
He's got somewhere.
But, you know.
Oh,
the
I think he got
RI?
the RI. Oh my god.
Yeah. Wait, he's in Soul Charge. He could have just auto RI'd and got like guaranteed combo.
Oh.
Okay. This is gonna come down to the last bits of this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Tries to go for quick tech.
Oh, he could have done AK for sure. Now he does the auto RI.
Did?
Okay, is that it? I think that's it.
That was
that's
it.
hilarious.
Oh.
Dude, you remember when that 66A string was
Yeah.
completely insane? That was crazy.
That was awesome. That was a incredible moment in the stage of history. But Jsabbs escapes 2B jail, which is Not a phrase I thought I would ever utter. I know, Master CJ, like,
Wholeheartedly
oh my
surprising,
god.
but surprising nonetheless.
GG's lol. Yes. Yeah, especially after that 6 AA, I would say the same thing. Be like that was incredible. Rigged. That was definitely not rigged. Out of all the characters he could have gotten, and next to Ivy, that was about as close as you're gonna get to this wasn't gonna happen. The SC gods did, in fact, though, smile upon Jsabbs today and granted him one absolutely bananas interaction. And then he took that momentum and ran with it.
Yeah, to win with 2B of all things is immensely surprising for somebody like Jsabbs. I'm not sure I've ever seen it before.
It's a miracle. This is a Christmas miracle. All right, Charlie versus RipCityOutlaw on stream up next. This is going to be the battle of, can you absolutely destroy Charlie for the opportunity she gives you, or are you just going to let her run you over?
This is definitely the biggest example of making sure that you're playing clean caliber. If you're not doing it, Charlie will win. If you do it, Charlie will lose.
Yeah. It's kind of an interesting, like, well, not, I guess interesting is probably not the right word. More of like, I'm glad that there's like stable matchups where you could be like, hey, here's a payoff for being like correct on defense. Like, you get to beat this one person that runs you over whenever you try to be tricky. It's like, don't be tricky. Just
Tricky.
kind of just, yeah, no, screw that character. we do not speak of the monkey in this house. Actually, we can. I love VF. VF's an awesome game. Should play it once in a while. Let's go Outlaw's opponent. Outlaw's cheering for Outlaw's opponent. Back to Warframe. Oh my god, you're playing Warframe? Brother, man. God bless you. It's Warframe is a game that I think is... It's hard to describe it. It's like... It's a game that came out, like, I think, like, in the PS3 era. Long time ago. Very, very ancient. Like, almost like SC4, SC2 level old. And it like, this cool ninja, like, action game. But it, like, just mutated into this absolute insane morass of gameplay mechanics and hooks and all this stuff. And now it's, like, kind of it's, like, it's really inscrutable. That game, like, I literally opened up the screen and I'm just like, what?
The shit out of it. I bet I can do it.
I mean, you could. I've seen some of them Warframes. Some of them are spicy, but yeah, it's weird because I don't know where people say the lore is good in that game, but I've yet to understand even a lick of it. Like, it's just there's lots of just weird stuff going on, and it keeps like deviating.
War, man.
Yeah, war never changes.
What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Say it again.
You like Mesa a lot?
Ha. Huh.
Oh. Back to Wuthering Waves. Yeah. It's a fascinating. It's one of those games that, like, it wouldn't shock me if they, like, just like Bamco was like, we need another guest character. All right, put like a Tenno in there. Be like, all right. I would just like shrug and be like, that's fair. I wouldn't be like that shocked by it. I'd be like, oh, it's got a loyal fan base.
Oh my goodness, why is it doing this?
Are we the only game at WNF at this point? No,
just this week.
We still have I know Crossback still runs their stuff.
Yeah, BlazBlue still runs bi-weekly. I think this week they're on a break for some reason. So this week we are the only game, but BlazBlue still runs.
And then there's whatchamacallit, like Rev Tuesdays, right?
But they're not. Well, I don't think they're running as a part of WNF anymore. I think they're their own thing. I thought they had that branding. I guess we might be the only one, which is really weird. You know, I haven't talked to Vi like ever. I never like hit him up or anything. I literally need to go down to Thirsty Thursdays and just be like, hey, I want to play VF. Can we play VF? Bet. Just go with that. But you know, we're just kind of
I've never met him either.
He's honestly really cool. He's just a guy who's played through everything, right?
He's just played fighting
think,
games since for fucking ever.
Yeah, I think my favorite Vi moment is that one time that well before the pandemic when they just got some random guy to come in and do commentary on the stream while they were in between stuff.
I was there for
and
that.
then Vi showed up and was like, "Hey man, what's your name?" And Vi is like, "What's my name? You have no idea where you are right now, do you?"
That was so funny. No, he didn't know. Like he was literally some random like Fortnite kid who just happened to be around.
I think he was,
I was
a Smash
there for
guy,
that.
but yeah.
I was Fortnite Smash, yeah.
Oh man,
It was just crazy because I saw that. I'm like, holy shit, he actually doesn't know. Actually, Ben was probably there too. We were probably both there for that
Ben
moment.
doesn't go outside of his house.
Bro, that was back when Ben and Signy were corporeal human beings. Those were the good times. I miss old WNF, man. Sometimes I look at I still have some of the parking tickets on my dashboard. Sometimes I touch them and I watch them crumble to dust and I cry a little bit because I'm like, damn. It was so good.
Or... Did you pay them or no?
No, I pay them.
Okay.
No, they're not, I guess like they're not technically parking tickets in the punitive sense. They were tickets for like you could park in the structure.
You mean like the permits?
I guess they're called permits, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The-
so when you
yeah.
said parking tickets, you meant something totally different.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
A
Totally
validation ticket. Receipt, almost.
different. What if we just rebrand? That's a good point, but I don't think we want to, because
It's kind of difficult, right? You would have to do it on a different day.
well, no, we would just call it something different, like I don't know, Chunks, Bigpapachunk Caliber. I don't know.
When is it though?
Wednesday night Konmai. Definitely don't call it that. Shit's
Well,
smack.
now that's just literally the same name, really.
It's also the worst name. Technical difficulties, yeah, as usual. We were
the
vamping.
third match in a row that will have been announced, and then when a match is actually on screen, it will be a different match.
Are there still Lethal
Bro,
League
what-
tourneys? That's a
what the
good
fuck?
question. I don't think. I forgot his name. I know what you're talking about. I was actually kind of tight with him. The guy who used to run Lethal League tournaments at WNF. I don't think he runs them anymore though. Buppis? I can't remember. God, I'm going crazy. It's been so long, to be honest with you. But yeah, I don't think he. Because I think he's taken a little bit of like a step back from the FGC. Last time I interacted with him was on a kind of a Doomer post, and I just sort of like unironically said, "Hey, Final Fantasy XIV is a pretty good game. You should probably try it out." It's good when you're depressed because it's all about playing a free trial for like 3-4 months and just being like, "Hey, the story ain't half bad." But yeah. All right, chat. Since we have insane technical difficulties, thoughts on the PlayStation Showcase today? I thought it was.
Let's do this.
I felt like I was like C+ing that one a little bit. I didn't even feel like, dang, that was like a great one. But damn it, just as I was about to get into it, we got ourselves a match. JK, I'm actually more excited for this than anything. Again, I really
Can't
want to
remember
see
the last
RipCityOutlaw.
time that I saw them play. I feel like it has happened pseudo recently.
I would imagine it has, but probably off stream a lot. I
Yeah.
want to see if RipCityOutlaw has some AGAs though.
That's what I was thinking too. I would love to see an AGA as a punish to an Axlo. I don't think we're gonna see that, but that would be cool.
Or just even to like, where I really, really, really want to see it is against like 8B plus K.
Okay, there we go. I appreciate the fact that it only took one full craft 3A to start ducking it again. That's pretty nice. And we're
Yeah, that's
going
a-
with Axwell basically the whole time. Not surprising.
Oh,
Yeah, Siegfried
goes-
actually a lot better in that situation than Azwel is.
Yeah.
Stage one of trying to figure out how to beat Charlie is that you have to get used to. Yeah, it turns out that Azwel RE is quite terrible. But you
think
do
anyhow
have
you
to
would've
get used to
caught
the fact that Azwel is constantly rolling in this situation. So I'm going to see a lot of A slide B, I think, from Outlaw once he gets used to that. Wow, doing a lot of 4-4B, even when he's in sword, and there is no mid-low mix-up.
Yeah.
Kind of surprising. Good punish, wow.
Ooh.
Okay, immediate duck. Not, no Axlos so far. But the fact RipCity has not really blocked him yet. Yeah, just going with, like, pure mids.
I think Charlie's saving him for later.
Hey, if you don't need to use it now, it's probably best. The less you use something, the better it's going to, the more effective it's going to be later on. Once again, Rift City getting caught by the Azwel roll. Another good punish. Outlaw might want to start thinking about trying to do, like, more strings. Like, actually completing the strings.
It's kind of an interesting no mix-up there. With jump over. Okay, there it is.
Bound to happen at some point, right?
Yeah. I mean, if Charlie doesn't feel like she's getting contested at all, it eventually just kind of sneaks in there. The thing that makes Charlie interesting about Axlo, though, is that sometimes she'll do it off of, like, a full crouch 1B, like 6B reset, which is when people are just kind of holding guard for no reason. And it's actually a pretty effective way of making you feel bad for holding guard in the middle of the string.
This has been bar here. I'm actually kind of surprised, but... Oh, wow, what a threading of the needle.
Oh,
Okay, this could be where it all falls apart, but the soul charge is gone now.
Oh, no weapon. You could just run it down.
Right?
Okay, never mind. There it is. Yeah.
Ah, no duck. Oh, Outlaw. Don't let this fall apart.
Okay, it's spear. Oh, fake Oki.
No punish yet again, dude.
It worked?
No punish yet again, but thank God there was no block in between the wall rising AA. That was not a combo, by the way.
Yeah. Oh,
Alright,
what
2
the
bars
heck?
to 2 bars. Not starting off great for Outlaw.
Okay, 4-8.
Good patience from Charlie.
Ooh.
Yeah, now we're just bullying with shield, I guess. Fortunately, having to use the bar in a non-aggressive way.
Oh, nice. Nice. Well played.
And that's what happens when something that I thought was kind of interesting about Charlie's game plan. They never use 3A. I'm sure I've talked about this before. They always seem to, when they're in Axe, tend to rely on things like full crouch 3A and 6A. More full crouch 3A, or to try and like catch size it with like full crouch 3B, which can happen. But it was like one of the better horizontals around, so I'm kind of surprised that it's never used.
I think the mentality behind that is that you don't want to be chucking out an I-22 when the game plan is very specifically centered around like I-20-ish kind of moves for some reason. That and like, I don't know. I think it puts you in a not perfectly good position when you block it. And in Axe in particular, it gets a little exacerbated. So I kind of understand why she kind of avoids it, because she's not really counter hit fishing like ever. Ooh.
Okay, do we get any kind of wall pressure here? I'm honestly not sure if, like, which character is more benefit from this stage.
I
Because
think
forward wall hits for Siegfried are just as, if not more impactful than back ones for Azwel.
I think the risk reward favors Outlaw, because like at worst you're just gonna get like full crouch 3B launched, versus like you just delete their entire health bar by landing that. Also, you have multiple avenues into it, versus like Axel is like literally one dimension. It's just hit low.
And you have to be in that particular weapon.
Yeah.
You can be in Soul Charge too, I guess. Ooh! Please tell me that was intentional, because that was cool.
That was pretty. That was hot if that was real. And if it wasn't, still cool.
Pretty big deal too, because that means that Outlaw has bar and Charlie does not.
Yeah.
I appreciate abusing Wall Rising B from Siegfried when Azwel's not in sword. Not exactly a easy way to interact. Yeah, here we go.
There it is, baby.
Oh, really? Okay, we're gonna go for
about.
stacks. Okay.
Nice punish. Oh, yeah. I love it when I see it. Except when it happens to me, then I hate it. Ooh, baseball slide.
Full screen. Wow, I totally forgot how much damage Siegfried gets on this slide.
Especially with the wall being there to be like, you're not going anywhere.
I wonder who gets the most out of their slide.
There it is. The
I
reset.
actually know exactly which character gets the most on their slide.
Yeah, it's you.
No.
Right? I thought it was England.
Nah, it's Talon.
Oh, on Penguin.
Yeah.
Okay, fair
Because
enough.
that's what I thought too at first, and then I was like, oh no, wait, there's a character that has a whole lethal hit for this shit.
Oh, nice timing delay.
So 2 bars to 1 for the last hit. This is Azwel Soul Charge we're talking about though, so who knows what's going to happen here. Nice block. Nice block and punish.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow, what
Ooh.
a fantastic walk back. That was pretty important, yes. Spending the bar immediately, I like this.
Nice.
Nice. Wow, that's black.
Oh my god. Oh, no duck.
Wow, he could have died
been
there.
the round. All right, well, if you play it cool...
He tried to do the same thing. He did.
No.
Continuously tried to do the whiffs.
Yeah, I would just soul charge and just... Yeah, there. You
Makes
have the
sense. Well,
driver's seat
especially now
now.
that Azwel's out of soul charge. Yeah, okay, well, I don't really know what Charlie was trying to go for there, but that's going to be a 2-0. Okay.
Whew. Well, I'm glad we got to see it. AGA punish.
Yeah, we did get one of those. We didn't get it on an Axlo, which would have been really cool, but also very difficult to do.
I mean, all the weapon arts are the same when it comes to that. You should AGA all of them.
Well, I mean to say it's difficult. It's more difficult to do the AGA from crouch than it is from standing.
That is true. That's true. Yeah. Because you have to buffer that little 8 to RCC and then go ham. Well, it doesn't have to be 8. It could be like, can it be like 6 or 4? I can't remember off the top of my head.
I never do it, so I don't know.
I know it's like some sort of direction.
Never had to do that input.
Yeah, I usually use 8 because I can't think of anything else to do. Man, that was cool. Yeah, it's always interesting seeing where like Charlie fits in the weird optimizations, especially since like when I started trying some of that stuff, I was like, oh yeah, this is really messed up because it takes your muscle memory and confuses you because you're just like, well, I'm supposed to like whenever they hit me with full couch 3B, I'm supposed to just block here because the rest of this either might like if you get like I forgot what the condition was. I think if it's like they're crouching or something, you can't like finish off the full 6BB. You can just block at the end. But if you do if you throw in the Axlo mix-up just like in there randomly, people won't hold guard as readily anymore. At least, or they'll hold crouch guard, and then it lets you get away with a little bit more murder when it comes to getting kind of weird full couch 3B hits. And like just the fact that she kind of thought about that, I was like, it's pretty impressive because I was like, it is a place where you can just kind of straight up lose a lot. I remember I was playing casuals with Jordan a while back, and I was just like, wow, this like just straight up doesn't. You can't like actually land 6BB on him, on Geralt at all. You can always block the last hit, so it's like kind of like you have to always like offer a different string. It's kind of like sucks, but yeah, that was the answer. It's just like, well, just throw a mix up in there for fun. It's like, all right, seems good.
Just wanted to mention, because you mentioned Jordan, Incendiate looks like already in losers.
What?
Yeah, in round 2, losing to Infectious, which has happened before.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not the craziest thing in the world. Arcgraves over Machine Gun going to be playing against Infectious. We've seen that a lot of times. Infidelity over Human Typhoon, so Outlaw's going to be playing against Infidelity. Sozu's going to be playing against Jsabbs.
Oh, Ben's playing! Holy shit!
And now we have Mr. with V's.
Oh my god, Ben's playing. It's a miracle. Mr.
What year is
SoulCalibur
it?
himself. It's 2017.
Human Typhoon and BenWithVees.
Are they playing?
No, just like 2 people in the tournament
Oh yeah.
from yesteryear.
That would be the yeah. Actually, you mentioned that. That's true. Back when BenWithVees used to play Keelik in SC5, or not Keelik, Shiba. My bad. Sorry, Shiba fans. I can't say that. Incendiate lost out. He does it from time to time.
He's
Now,
allowed
if-
to.
I always feel like I'm considered like a bully or a jerk whenever I mention this, but it is important to note Incendiate loses a decent amount. Like, that's a thing that happens, and I don't really know where we got the reputation of him being completely unstoppable.
Oh, you know, mostly the offline stuff. But no, I know
Yeah,
what you're
sure.
talking
Like,
about.
you mean like when he lost to Neko Yogi? Or Silas? Or Nowo?
That's true. Yeah, you're
Like,
right.
again,
You're
I'm not trying to be like a jerk about it, but like I really don't get, you know. Back in SC4, we've talked a lot about SC4. Woes won every tournament that he ever entered for like 3 years straight.
Yeah.
Now that's unstoppable. Okay, Jsabbs and Sozu. Jsabbs playing Cassandra. I can't remember the last time I saw Jsabbs play Cassandra, but you know, decently fundamental, typical character. So having an I-10 would certainly be able to help out against dealing with Yoshimitsu. The problem is that you got this stage, which means you're basically in ring-out trouble the entire time.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of
Oh
which.
wow, what a combo.
Oh.
Fantastic conversion. Didn't get the second wall hit, which is unfortunate, but what are you gonna do?
Nice step.
Sidestep BB. Interesting choice. Okay.
I kind of like that actually because it's
gonna
kind
deal
of an
with 3BB
OS.
for sure.
Yeah.
Did you know that Amy? Well, maybe Raphael can do it as well. Can option select hard punish 3B and 3BB from Yoshimitsu?
That's wild.
Yeah, you can do like a little micro step to the side, and it'll be just in time for a 6B to punish 3B, and you'll have the side step to punish 3B.
Huh.
It's just that the damage that you're getting is so small, and it's such a difficult micro step to do, like even in training mode, let alone in a real match, that it's not worth it. Man, sidestep BB is completely annihilating every inch of this mix so far. Souzou not needing it though.
Yeah. He's got other stuff in his pocket, namely 6A plus B and all that fun stuff. They're playing small, poking around.
Well, yeah, Jsabbs is forced to do that, right? Not only because of the character, but because of just the heavy amount of punish game that Souzou has locked whenever they have half a bar. Tough stage. Tough stage to deal with Yoshimitsu on.
Yeah. Can't get away from him, and if he touches you, you die.
Fantastic duck on the BK.
Oh.
Will Souzou give Jsabbs the opportunity to soul charge? Here we go.
He did.
What are you going to do with this? You need to hit a lot. Well, he actually respected AA on hit. That's actually kind of surprising to me. Souzou, and frankly, like, I think it's a perfectly reasonable thing to disrespect Cassandra AA and AK on hit. In fact, I think that's what you should do most of the time.
Yeah, especially, like, Yoshi mains no, because, like, they have the same, like, similar frame data when it comes to...
Oh, wait, that was wow. Sick! Oh, wait,
no,
why didn't that work?
It didn't work.
I'm confused. Why didn't that work?
Oh. I don't know.
Am I dumb? I don't really know Cassandra
worked, right?
all that well, but isn't that like a straight up combo?
Okay, this is actually pretty hilarious.
Oh, CJ indicating that it wasn't a counter hit, so never mind. My apologies.
Yeah,
I could have sworn that just worked off of the crouch throw. Alright, that's not going to do it just yet, but it's going to come close. Yeah, side step bar.
Oh, run a throw, I like it. Wow, good timing too. Not falling for the...
Is that really worth it? Well, you're dead. No, you're not. But you're dead to the mix.
Nix?
Wow, fantastic defense by Jsabbs. Actually gets him out of dodge. Okay. 2 bars to essentially what 2 bars is going to be. Can Jsabbs figure this out? Instead, we're going to have to deal with maybe the worst Oki to deal with in the entire game.
Here it is, Face B
again. It's so cool that when he gets this huge unblockable, that he gets a 3B as a follow-up, so that he gets to do the same Oki over again. And that, my friends, is why Yoshi's Soul Attack is the strongest in the game. Yeesh McGeesh.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Oh my god. Incendiate challenged the 2-move Maxi, and it went down to the last game. Oh no.
Last round of both games, okay. But it sounds like it was over
scary.
in 2 rounds. Okay. Jsabbs getting a character that he's probably going to be a little bit more familiar with now. He was even playing him earlier today. So that's nice. Nice sidestep. Sidestep K, man, he's really comfortable dealing with, like, basic Yoshi situations, which I appreciate. Yoshi stance situations at the very least.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Trying to get, like, some poke blocking going on. Certainly got a better stage.
Well.
But it doesn't really matter if you're just wrong on Oki.
He's getting looped today.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really blame him for the last round of the last match. That's just Yoshi's Soul Surge. Oh wow, he actually tried to like read with base hold and ended up working out. GA. Yeah, you don't actually have to block that B4. That's a bit of a greedy type thing. But it's not necessarily guaranteed on this Oki stuff. It's just what you traditionally do. Now, will he go for... There's no reverse ring out threat just yet. Now there kind of is.
Yeah. Okay, goes to the Panto. Uh-oh.
Right.
He takes the plus frames and... Yeah. I like the idea, though, going for bubble right when your opponent's, like, ready to run it down your throat. Nice block.
It's difficult to say, because obviously Souzou has a variety of lows left at his disposal. But that's Dark Legacy for you. That's kind of the mix that you got. It's kind of a shame that Souzou didn't get his RI. Looks like it didn't take his bar, so I guess it was really late on it.
Yeah.
Didn't get
there it is. Sweep the leg.
Guys, Yoshi-Oki. It's really good. It's like every time this character gets a knockdown, it's just infinitely repeatable.
Here it is again.
It needs to be right. Like, you know, you do get a reward if you block correctly, depending on what you block. But that only matters if you block. And unfortunately, Jsabbs was unable to do so. None of them were counter hits. He was just wrong each time. Maybe rolling would have been a way to go. Not necessarily at the very end there, but like Yoshimitsu doesn't necessarily have an option that covers multiple defensive options the opponent has. They have to choose one specific thing that they're going to end up calling, and Souzou was just correct about all of them. None of the options that Souzou chose were 3B in most of those Oki situations, which means rolling kind of gets you out of dodge in most of those places. But it's always difficult, you know, hindsight makes it really easy to try and figure out what you were supposed to do.
I mean, Jsabbs playing Parsec, so I'll take your explanation.
Yeah, there's a chat reason and there's a commentary reason.
It's legitimate. All right, at long last, I get to see Mr. SoulCalibur himself play the video game. It's been a long time.
I'm playing in this?
No, you're not Mr. SoulCalibur.
Oh, I'm just this version of Legendary where everybody's a legend. All right.
No, you're more special than that. You're like, I don't know, what's better than Legendary? I'm trying to think of a good adjective that.
Well, if you don't use Legendary for everybody, then it can be a good compliment.
Yeah.
The problem arises when you use Legendary to describe everything.
That's true. That's true. Remember, I think there was, I don't know, there was a long time ago. I want to say around 2000, like 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that like kind of that area when the word epic was being used a lot, like an absolute incredible amount. It was weird because
before that it was like that's hot.
Yeah. It was really weird because I remember my friend being like, "Don't say that anymore. It's not. Doesn't mean anything." I'm like, "Damn."
Yoshimitsu.
Saying epic amount, yeah. All right. Well, if you're looking forward to more Yoshi-Oki, I think we're getting more of it.
Yoshi-Oki.
Although I think Ben plays a little bit more measured, I guess, in terms of like he's probably going for smaller pokes.
I don't know if I would characterize him that way.
What would you characterize him as? I'm curious.
Like we're comparing him to Souzou?
Yeah.
You guys are familiar with Lolo. In terms of his offensive pressure, I would put Ben in between Lolo and Souzou.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because Ben definitely gives off a level of, at least in my opinion, a lot more confidence with regards to his pressure, and puts things together in an offensive way that Souzou tends to stay a little bit more controlled and use things like AA and stuff like that, while Ben feels more comfortable throwing out like bigger reads more often and is able to juggle those reads a lot more. And then Lolo has just basically been the king of that since I've been around, so
yeah,
that's what I would say. Gets a punish on okay. You always want to check to see if as a Haohmaru player they're actually going to punish the I-12 stuff. Haohmaru players tend not to go for that sort of thing. It's a pretty big read here. 6 plus K. Already got the green flash, which means we need one more heavy slash.
He's got those!
Yeah, he's got those, even on Parsec.
Damn,
what server are we on right now?
Oh, I mean, it's closer to him than anybody, I would imagine. It's like San Jose, right?
San Jose is the server, or that's where Ben is?
No, Ben's like an Irvine-ish.
Okay.
He's like SoCal.
Oh, you got it. Wall rising people shit. Okay.
Ooh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, wow. Actually, tried to punish there. Oh, no punish on the Senpu. Important to note, it is -10. Yoshi's I-10, probably the worst I-10 in the game when it comes to punishing, though. Oh, didn't expect the string.
Knock knock, who's there?
Is he dead?
I think he is.
Wow. I
Oh, he
guess
dropped the combo! What the?
we commentator cursed him.
Oh, we really did.
Yeah, that's our bad. Sorry, Ben. Now he has a chip. Whoa, man! Thank God he got out of there.
I was kind of worried for him too. But like, if anybody's gonna be able to play the small game to get a win, Ben could do it.
Oh, he got the red slash. That means eat this is now a lethal hit. I feel like I never see Dulaman actually use those lethal hits, so I'm curious to see what ends up happening. Ooh, gets the full combo here? Wow.
Oh, he's got the whole thing.
Typically only there at tip. Senpu. Feels like Dulaman is very comfortable using Senpu.
Knock knock. Goes for the timing mix up, gets nothing. Alright. Oh, nice
Wow,
AB.
jump B, huh? Wow.
Well played. Damn.
Alright, 2 bars to 2 bars. I think this means more for Yoshi than it does for Dulaman, but Rage Explosion is always a big thing. Yeah, decides to challenge B, okay. You know what that means for Dulaman? He needs to spend more Senpu. Fantastic Soul Charge activation to get out of there.
Okay, what's his punish? Oh, that was good.
It's a real shame that that was what Dulaman ended up doing at the very beginning of his Soul Charge. That being said, he's not that far down. Nice.
Wow, that micro duck. I didn't even see it.
Well, it's also like a stance. No, yeah, you can't do anything there. That's also a stance high, so you should always be ducking that every time. I think Dulaman was just very greedily wanting the lethal hit. It wouldn't have killed, but it would come close.
Whoa. Trying to show off the fancy feast.
It's a hell of a punish.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Ben has not necessarily had a lot of success doing the, kind of the stuff that Sozu was trying to do and was successful at in the previous game. It seems like, which is to be expected from Haohmaru. You don't necessarily get as many opportunities offensively against the character. Zooms out of there. Yeah, nice. Typical 1BB, or 1BA.
Give him the slaps. Okay, commander roll in there. Okay, trying to catch in the air hit there. Oh,
man, you can really tell, like, yeah, you know, lightning is not going to strike twice with regards to a wall rising B. Dulaman not respecting Yoshi wake up Oki literally at all, and it costs him an entire round.
Is he gonna get the just frame here? Nah.
I don't think you get the opportunity to do it, do you?
I don't think. I guess the game doesn't let you do it. Yeah. Oh, just outside of the range of that 6B. Whoa,
man. Ben definitely has the rhythm from Dulaman down at this point.
Yeah.
Please don't wake up with a button. Okay. Man, he's just throwing B-slide A's there in neutral. Okay, Rage Explosion. Does Ben even know what this does? He respects the break attack. Yeah, okay, gets a lot of damage here.
Good decent.
Important to note, this is only neutral on block. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, the break attack Quake is really only neutral on block. Ben is not necessarily required to respect it. But if you don't know, you don't know.
Okay, Dulaman ramping up some momentum. Oh, we try to use the worst CE in the game and get smoked for it.
The absolute worst CE in the game. Anybody who tells you that it has uses is garbage water.
That's literally Ben's line. That's why I say it. It's because it's Ben's line. Worst CE in the game. Okay, gets that double A. Goes with triple. Overextends a little bit. Gets smoked there. Nice ball. Oh, never mind.
Man, dude, that is like the 45th time that Ben has disrespected that string. He is not respecting K. You can punish the K on its own, but why do that when the second hit is always going to hit, right? Now, Ben does have 2 full bars.
He has a prime opportunity just to sidestep 2-2-Bs pretty soon, I feel like. We'll see if
yeah, not really going for the ring outs all that much.
Uh-oh.
That's not going to do it just yet.
He's gonna go for it soon, I feel like. Oh, it's okay.
Oh man, that could have been quite something.
Bad. Oh, it's
wow.
A single A.
Wake up, turnaround A.
Oh, he back escaped. Okay. Yeah, he's really trying to run
all of his meter, which makes sense at the end of the round. Oh man, the whip into the uppercut.
Ooh.
And he gets the mid. Okay, 1-1.
Wow.
That's really
cool, man.
Getting a little bit... It only takes a handful of it. Like, the mix-up on Warriors focus from Haohmaru is bad in a handful of ways, in the sense of, like, both options can be GI'd at the same timing, so it's, like, weak to certain defensive options. And regardless of which one you hit, you don't really have a lot of aggressive pressure afterwards. Haohmaru one of the biggest weaknesses the character has, in my opinion, is that he's very, unlike Yoshi in that he's very unsticky whenever he hits you. But that being said, the mix-up does a lot of damage when you're right, and you really only need to be right about it a few times, and that's the game.
Yeah.
Speaking of game.
I feel like Ben is struggling with the fact that Dulaman's willing to just keep ramming buttons down his throat, and he's just like, I'm trying to control you. He's like, yeah, I don't care. Oh, gets a knee in there. What's the okay? Goes for 6A plus B. Keep the turn.
Trying to block it out. 2-2 AB. He goes for 6XP plus K for his heavy slashes, and that's kind of surprising to me. But yeah, I wonder why he goes for that and not something else.
Oh, chicken combo, he's dead.
It's so difficult. Yeah, the heavy punish that Dulaman was looking for, you just don't have the time on Yoshi AAA.
Ooh. Nice, okay. That was interesting. He kind of delayed the moonsault flip a couple times. Oh.
Okay.
Nice,
he did just get the red flash.
Yeah.
Oh damn, the 1As.
Right, pulling a little Souzo at the moment. Oh, Ben. Oh, Ben.
Oh, man.
No.
That did not work.
That simply... I wonder if that's
really funny.
I wonder if this is going to smash his mental. Because he really barked that one up, man.
He's a Yoshi player, and he's been a Yoshi player for a long time.
That's true.
I have a tough time believing that
it.
one mistake is really going to...
Oh, he challenged it -8. He's crazy. Okay, Ben hoping for the second wall spot. Gets nothing, but he's just going to lawnmower in.
Dude, try it again. Try it again when he's in Rage Explosion. Do it.
Oh,
yeah, don't even punish. Don't even punish the Rage Explosion. Just, like, now do it. You know you want to do it. Don't you dare pound. Decides to take the Sozu route and just does AA.
Hey, for 6,000 years, yeah.
Well, it turns out an I-10 is good against Haohmaru.
Well, that was entertaining. I'm glad that Ben gave us a very Yoshi moment. That's one thing I do notice, is like, I don't think Souzo's suicided, like, in recent memory at all. I can't think of a time he's even tried it. Oh, Lolo's in the chat.
I was talking about him earlier.
Yeah, you summoned him.
Yeah.
See, that makes you more than legendary. You summoned Lolo.
The actual legendary player.
I wouldn't call him legendary. He's beyond that. He's like... It's like
I
penultimate.
don't get your metric system for words. I do not understand what it is, and that is on you and not me.
It's because we're using Imperial.
It's true.
Like, I think you were talking about it before, about how everybody was using Epic during those years you mentioned, and that effectively meant that the word meant nothing. I feel like that's what you're using for legendary at this point.
That's why I upgraded. That's why I'm like avoiding the word, because
you're avoiding legendary.
I gave you the title, and now I have to and continually elevate others past that word so that we don't get anything mixed up.
Oh, okay. So in order to ensure that legendary has some level of meaning, we gave it to me first, and we're making sure that all the other players are put beyond it. So legendary means very little.
Well, it means a lot, but also, relatively speaking, maybe less than one would expect.
Yeah.
Mega Epic Giga Legend. Yeah, that's a good one.
This is like DBZ. This is like the later stages of DBZ, where it's like Super Saiyan 2...
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan
4, yeah.
Yeah, no, that was crazy when they were doing that, and it was just like they were just flipping around the words
in order.
in
This man is not black.
Goku.
God. Also, this is how you say how you know like we're dating ourselves, because we're not using Zoomer terms and just instead of using legendary, just using like Sigma, Skibidi Ohio.
When I go play Mahjong, I'm sure I've talked about it before. There are some people who are literally like 20 years old that are there, and they'll say stuff like "we're cooked, chat," and
yeah, they'll say "chat." That's crazy.
That's a very sussy discard. They'll say stuff like that. Yeah.
Would you ever implement such vernacular? I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
All right.
Why?
I can't wait for you to whip it out at TNS. Just being real with you. Really can't wait.
I don't think they're paying us enough for something like that. But I mean, like, I think somebody could pay me enough to do it.
I'm just waiting for the moment where the check comes in and you just hear JJJ go, that was based.
I have a tough time believing that anybody would pay me enough for SoulCalibur to say that type of stuff.
True.
All right, Infectious versus
Arcgraves
Arcgraves.
versus Infectious. Arcgraves trying to do the Kashi, where he just kind of stands there at the beginning of the match.
He has to lift
Let's see
his
if it works.
50-pound hitbox into his lap before he
Yeah.
can play.
He needs to construct... did you guys ever watch The Naked Gun 2.5 with Leslie
Yes.
Nielsen and O.J. Simpson?
Yes.
You remember the O.J. Simpson portion of it during the gunfight, where O.J. Simpson spends the entire gunfight taking a pistol and turning it into basically a cannon? Like, he never shoots a shot until the very end, but it's just him just, like, taking out a variety of different attachments and instructions to make this gun into, like, a turret, into a cannon.
But you don't have a PC
I assume
anymore?
that's what it's like when Arcgraves is building his stick.
Yeah. Have you seen that thing? Like, it's
What?
it's kind of insane. It's literally 50 pounds. I'm not even kidding you. It's, like, made out of, like, steel. Like, it's an actual weapon.
Like DVD copies of Man of Steel? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, except that they made it out of actual steel.
Right. Caviezel or whatever his name
The
is.
flames of the warrior's fighting spirits.
I've actually gotten to lift it and hold it, and it was cool. Wait, actually, no, that was the old one. I haven't seen the new. I haven't actually felt the newer one.
Oh, the newer one?
Yeah, he has two, and they both weigh like 20
he has
pounds.
two. It's crazy. They're like monuments to SoulCalibur.
I assume both these players have played against each other a lot. I know for a fact that Arcgraves has played this matchup a lot, even just pseudo recently with Nox. Nox has been streaming a lot recently. And so yeah, definitely very comfortable.
Ooh.
Oh, thank God he didn't get hit. Okay, there we go.
Oh, thank God he punished that too.
Man, if he was wrong about either of those, he died.
Yeah, I was about to be really
It's
upset.
so scary.
And Infectious
Like
will
I
ran
said.
him down too. Like he's never one to be like, well, I think I'll die for this. He's like, but it's worth it.
Getting a lot of good, like, threading the needles. Definitely something that's very unique to Taki in terms of her ability to evade Ivy zoning.
Yeah, his stalker pressure from mid-screed is kind of one of a kind. I don't think I see many Takis able to kind of run that down against Ivy like
Yeah.
that. Speaking of which, here it is.
He's dead to CE right now. I can't tell if Infectious is dead to CE right now.
Oh,
I feel like he might be.
counter hit, yeah.
Okay, he catches the CE. Do we get a punish here? Yeah, I'm not really sure how Taki would punish that.
Yeah, I think the step
dead
kills
just
any
yet.
opportunity.
We've got this ring out. Yeah, okay, going...
Yeah.
Makes sense, going away from the ring edge. Infectious obliging. Ah, that's why he's obliging. Because
You know
the
what?
timer
You can
is
just
done.
keep blocking, hypothetically.
Oh, no! It's supposed to be a two-way!
Dream!
Wow,
Goes for the mid
what a
mix-up. Oh my
clutch
God.
jump B, dude.
Oh,
And
can't believe
he
he-
got a single A on the 2-2B block from Ivy instead of getting the 2A, and I thought that was gonna be it. That was gonna be donezo, but you know, I appreciate the fact that Arcgraves is able to clutch it out in a different way.
yeah. Full screen, okay, blocking it out. It's kind of funny because you could tell Infectious has to respect the idea that he'll just stalk her over everything and go in for like 1,000,000 damage.
Yeah, possibly. And it really only takes so many of those hits before the round is over.
Yeah.
Now,
Basically,
of course, the problem
three.
is Arcgraves is not breaking or ducking these reps, and that's important.
Ooh, he's gonna get guard brush too. I think
Yeah,
he's-
but if he gets guard broken this round, that's okay, right?
Yeah. Okay, ooh.
Well, Infectious straight up ran away.
The coward.
Just sure.
Oh!
I miss
okay.
the old days of comic books like Superman and Captain America. Oh, he's dead.
That kills,
You
that
have
kills for
died.
sure. He's dead.
Not even close.
Oh, he is.
Deep yellow? Yeah.
Oh, man.
There was no way. I miss the old days of comic books of like Superman and Captain America stuff where the biggest insult you could send to somebody like that, this is like post-World War II, is calling them a coward.
Yeah.
As if to say that they would not have joined up for the greatest generation in the war. Huh, I didn't know you were such a coward, Captain America, and he would be like, I will fucking kill you.
yeah.
Don't I call people cowards on stream all the time?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
different though. We know you don't mean World War II.
Fair.
Yeah. Although,
It would
if
be
you did,
weird
that-
if you meant World War II.
I mean, you listen to enough Behind the Bastards that this is in fact a possibility, Chunk.
They do talk a lot about Nazis.
Exactly.
Guys, turns out Nazis are bad. Actually, I guess that they're okay now. But
I was gonna say, it's like it's kind of
we
hot
don't
right
have to
now.
go into that. I don't want to force Chunk to put that on his YouTube and stuff. Anyway, America's perfect.
Demonetized. All right, gets a low.
What are you talking about? We're gonna be millionaires.
Nice block, but doesn't get the second part of the string. Oh.
I'm a straight white guy in America. I'm basically untouchable right now.
All right, gets that 2-2V.
This has been all Arcgrave so far. It's not to say that Infectious has been, like, rolled over or anything, but it's just been very, like... Oh, yeah, that's out.
That's sick, dude. Wow,
Yeah.
what heads-up play.
Really seems like Arcgraves could not be more prepared for this style at the moment. Infectious really needs to come up... I don't even know what he would need to come up with. Oh, now this is it. This is the way that Infectious will win, is if Arcgraves' controller screws up.
Oh, man. Shout-outs to the laptop that's barely able to power the 50 pounds of stick that's in his lap right now. Okay, running it down with the soul charge.
Yeah, you can only do that for so long.
It's gonna get this entire round, I think.
Yeah, maybe. One of...
Yeah, it did.
No, one of 3.
1 bar for 1 round.
Yeah, if you can do that over and over again, ID is, pretty solid when it comes to building meter.
Oof.
But boy, howdy. Are we gonna spend bar on this?
I think so. I think the soul attack's coming.
I can see one way or the other. He decides against it.
I mean, it's Arcgraves. He's like known for this, for like
He
being
is
able to
getting
just
in there. The zoning is just worthless for Ivy right now.
Oh, he actually gets a hit on it.
Yeah. I mean, it's the best A+B in the game, right?
Yeah. I don't
This
think it's
isn't gonna
kills
do it, but it's gonna be awfully close.
That was pretty good. So run up, see what.
I think, yeah, no, just be.
Oh, just chucks
be
the
totally
shuriken.
safe. Just be totally safe right now. No
Yeah, be
reason
lame
to
as
go
hell.
over there. Yep. Now it is possible that Infectious can make this comeback. He's dead to a 6-6K, which is important. Okay, yeah, ends up being 2-2A. Yeah, Arcgraves could not be more prepared for that matchup. It honestly might be a situation. I don't know. Depends on what Infectious wants to do. I've seen him play other characters before. I don't know how serious he is about it. It might be worth it to like consider a different character choice, specifically for Arcgraves.
Yeah, Arcgraves like really dissected that matchup almost perfectly. That did not
Surgical
look
get
fun.
in. There was no defensive game plan that Infectious was able to come out. It depends, somebody like Incendiate would definitely change characters. There are other people who will just modify their own style to try and figure out how to beat this new opponent, like with their own main character instead.
Yeah.
I can see it both ways.
All right, coming up next is gonna be Infidelity versus RipCityOutlaw. Welcome back, Soul
right.
Attack.
Welcome back.
Really excited to see it. It's funny because like it's kind of one of a kind. I really don't see it anywhere else. In fact, I played against it I think like a couple
Yeah,
times.
you
I was
don't
like,
really
holy-
see Maxi Soul Charge used much at all. I would still say it's one of the weakest ones around.
It's scary though. I don't know the deal with it. It's just like, whoa.
I mean, every Soul Charge is going to be better than not Soul Charge, right? But
Yeah.
I think compared to other Soul Charges, and also especially compared to his CE, it's one of the weaker ones.
Yeah.
I would much
really-
rather deal with that than I would deal with just like, a Maxi just like pressing 3K and then just like walking around just waiting for that sniper rifle CE.
Yeah.
Very similar to when X spends bar. It's like, yeah, it does. Like when X goes into Soul Charge, does it do something? Yes, but I would much rather deal with that something than something else.
Yeah.
We have 17 codes remaining in the Matcherino.
We could use more.
We are at the funny number.
We are, but we could use
420.
more. No, 3869, which is
3869, the funniest number.
the funniest number.
Yes. Shouts out
the
to
funniest number ever
Bolivar.
written.
Yeah,
You look
Bolivar
at it,
for
you just
helping us
die
with
from
that.
laughter.
Also, Bolivar's putting in a $20 on top of helping us to the funny number, so shouts out to him for big deal. Great Dreamer and Palm Trees
Yeah.
for 5 each. We're at 3869, as Konmai just said.
Welcome to the stage
I
of
mean,
history.
When I say it, it echoes throughout eternity, apparently. No, it doesn't. It's like the last thing that's happening. Also, I get to say my line here. Ron the Tryhard has finally figured out how to pull engagement numbers and is running a CPU tournament like a VTuber. So go
What?
check it
Right
out.
now?
No, March 15th. But let it be known.
Why is he doing that?
Your guess is as good as mine, dude. In fact, it's probably better. Your guess is probably more grounded in fact, reality, reasoning.
At least a CPU tournament, if it's gonna be done, is being done by like a SoulCalibur streamer and not just like some. I swear to God, I've seen so many just like random streamers put on CPU tournaments, or they'll like clearly be botting and just having a CPU tournament up for SoulCalibur 6, and I'm like, come on, dude.
Hey, man. You know what's crazy, though? So think of it this way, though. You know who probably gets the most viewership for this game? The answer isn't us.
Maximilian, dude?
No, not even close.
What?
It's Sakura Miko, the VTuber. I'm not even kidding you. Her VODs, like, are in the millions. It's crazy. This game has more exposure, literally through a random VTuber, doing that exact thing you described, than any other thing that we've combined, all of our combined efforts of doing.
Well, so is it really comparable, though? A CPU tournament?
In terms of clout, yes. In terms of actual content, not really.
No, what does clout mean in this scenario, though?
Raw viewership.
Also, wait, I have to go back to
ratio, all that stuff that matters.
Did Miko or oh my gosh, did she actually run a CPU tournament? Because all the VODs I've seen is just her running a ranked. I mean, heck, Sabin got in there and beat her up once.
Oh, that was amazing. Yeah, he did do that. Oh yeah, no, it's her just getting. Yeah, I don't think she has run a CPU tournament. Never mind. I'm talking
is this viewership that is transferring over to the SoulCalibur community?
I freaking wish it was. That's what I'm hoping. That like
so it doesn't actually
directly.
So it isn't actually related to us at all, then, right?
Well, we're the small fish in the big pond. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying that is inaccurate because there's two different things.
They're two different things, but
it is no different than comparing us as a competitive SoulCalibur community to like professional tennis. Like they relate to each other in the same regards.
There is more likelihood that when SE7 comes out, that the VTubers will get the contract for promoting our game more than we would ever get. Just saying that when it comes to
I would
tax,
also say that does not go against what I said. There is a difference between just like playing a game. It's just like what I was mentioning. Maximilian, dude, in terms of his stream viewership for like the 1 hour that he played the game, was more viewership than I think all the other SE streamers combined. But like, that doesn't have to do with the game at all. That has to do with the person who's streaming it. And the viewership stays with the personality. It doesn't go to the game.
Yeah, that's tragic. Fortunately,
it just is what it is. Oh, couldn't he have Dark Legacy there and he would have died?
Maybe?
I actually don't know. So 4-4B on block. Somebody can correct me in chat. So Siegfried blocks Maxi's 4-4B, and then pops Dark Legacy. What does Maxi have an option that beats that? Unaware.
I'm trying to think of one, and I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Yeah. Oh. Auto RI, does he even have that available to him in that scenario? I don't know.
Oh wow, my god, he got retracked so hard.
Well, that kind of makes sense that he hard-sized it. Guys, 2A plus B is bad. Oh, you died. I think one thing that always doesn't get talked about is, like, 2A plus B isn't just bad because it's a seeable low. It's bad because it's a seeable low means that it's a slow low, so you can also just get counter hit out of it as well. So much Maxi we've seen so far today, so many 2A plus Bs, and no Maxi 1Bs. That blows my mind. It's such a good low. I would love to have that low.
Oof, back.
2A plus B, man.
Just holding guard, no ducking.
Yeah, I mean, you know, well, now you died.
This is a ring out exhibition.
Yeah, it kind of ended up being that way. 2 bars to 2 bars for the last round. Wondering which player is going to use their ridiculously long-range CE first. What a duck punish.
That was crazy.
Okay, but now he doesn't have 2 bars. I doubt that that'll matter. And we haven't seen the solo tag yet, which I'm kind of surprised by. That's going to be a punish, yeah. Well, he didn't even get the opportunity to step at that point. 2-2-way on whiff is sitting out there for quite some time. Oh, did he catch it? Oh!
What a read!
Now that's catching the backdash.
What a read, man. Oh my god.
Well, that's what happens when you have a safe CE, dude. I think I was having this conversation in somebody else's stream earlier today. We were talking about like Talum CE being a YOLO CE of just like doing it, and to me, this is just my own personal metric. I never consider something like Siegfried CE, Killick, or Talum CE to be like a hard read or like a YOLO CE because there's no consequence on block. To me, at least in terms of a YOLO or like a hard read, it has to have some level of like a risk and a consequence afterwards. That's just... Oh, he tried to get the punish on the two-way. He even set it up and everything, but I don't know, either Parsec or just hesitating. No side steps, no step ducks. There we go. There's a step duck. There we go. Whew. Went for the complicated punish when he only needed the polarizing BB.
Oh, what the heck?
Whoa, we're just. This is like Jedi. This is just like Star Wars prequel stuff going on right now. We're just whipping a whole bunch of stuff and looking fancy, but not practical.
There's midichlorians everywhere.
Yeah. Boy, that was really one of the worst parts of the Star Wars prequels.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, that was very disappointing. I honestly don't know why the Star Wars prequels are getting, like, as time goes on, people are liking them more and more. No, they were bad.
Because the postquels suck even more somehow.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
They were okay.
No, Last Jedi
Rogue
was
One
really
was pretty
bad.
good.
First one was good. Force Awakens was good. Even the
like,
last one.
Rogue One was pretty good.
Rogue One is not technically a postquel, though. Because it's...
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to be technical about it.
That is honestly the rule of thumb is if the Empire's strong, the movie's pretty good. If the Empire's stupid and goofy,
If they're striking
the movie
back,
sucks ass.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow,
Okay.
2A plus B was the answer there. That's kind of insane. Does it get out of here? Oh, okay.
Oh,
that's a pretty big deal. Now we're
That's
dead to one mix.
huge.
Oh, you didn't tech, my guy.
Ooh.
You have to tech that. You will still get hit by the Dark Legacy, but he does not get the additional pop-ups. You have to tech that. And you
he's not
died.
dead.
Oh, but he does have double bubble. No, he doesn't. That was a different game.
The
Wow,
one
he
time-
woke up with soul attack. Okay.
Oh, the one time we got to see, we got to see the train run, and we didn't get to see it. I'm so sad.
Rogue One is the only good one since the original 3. Honestly, there are parts of Phantom Menace that are good. If you take away
The pod
everything
racing.
related to Jar Jar Binks, it's honestly not that bad of a movie.
I think if you take away the pod racing sequence.
Oh,
The-
no. Hard
No, what are you
disagree
talking
that.
about, dude? That's literally just fluff. Like, they literally don't even talk the entire time.
Who
It's
cares?
just zipping, zooming.
It's a great action scene.
No, really?
Yeah.
Jay, you're really living up to your legendary title right now.
Dude, Konmai. I'm not kidding at all. I'm totally comfortable with fighting you.
I
I'll
same.
fight you. I'll fight you on this.
We should pod race. Fuck.
No. I'm willing to punch you in the face. I'm willing to physically fight you.
Do you really
Over
to physically
this.
altercate over a shit sequence of
I'm
scenes
willing
stitched
to fight
together
both of you at the
purely
same time
by
if I-
sweaty CGI that has no cinematic value whatsoever after the
And
fact?
talking about the CGI, it was perfectly fine for its time. That's like,
It was
what,
serviceable,
2000
but like it was the
CGI?
death of the series. Like what?
That was the death of the series? I don't really know about that.
Yeah, like that was considered like what was be worthy of carrying on the legacy rather than having like a half decent plot, like because they banked
You
on
don't
that
have
the
to
entire
choose
time.
between the two.
But that's what they chose. I don't know. They pretty distinctly chose the idea that like okay maybe Muppets and appealing to dumbass kids is the way. I don't know, man.
Yeah, considering the fact that the original Star Wars also appealed to kids and what made the franchise the most successful franchise in all of cinema history, I can see why they would
I
want to
think
go
the
towards
appeal
children.
was beyond just children at the time, though.
But that was made them the most money because it was the merchandising that made it all that money. That's why George Lucas is the most financially well-off director of all time.
The 3-act story in the prequels is legitimately good. No, man. No.
Peak
It
soundtracks?
isn't.
Well, I'll agree with peak soundtracks, though.
The soundtracks are great,
Yeah, it's a genre.
but like
memorable
story?
action scenes. See, when it comes to memorable action scenes, I'm only like halfway there for you. Like, if what you want to say, Konmai, is that the pod racing scene, similar to what I would say about the lightsaber scenes in the prequels, they're very flashy, but they don't have any substance at all. And I'm perfectly fine if that's like the conversation that you want to have.
That's the vibe.
But in terms
I'm
of a the pod racing scene, like the actual scene itself, it is of quality.
Yeah. Okay, I'll capitulate to that. But man, no, I just capitulate to it. It's like it was cool.
But I do agree that
as a kid, I thought it was rad. But man,
yeah,
I don't know. It just like after the gloss worn off.
Qui-Gon Jinn was a great character.
I remember pod racing, Duel of Fates, and all that shit. Yoda fighting was stupid. That wasn't.
Yoda fighting was very dumb. Yeah.
Listen, why do you think they put that stupid fucking character in SC4? It was because of that. That wasn't a good thing. In fact, it created the greatest rift of all time. You know how many people think that character was good? Just because he's flashy?
I also don't know so much.
It's criminal.
I don't know so much about calling Mace Windu? We're just talking about
Mace Windu, yeah.
I don't really know if was he really that great of a character?
Yeah.
He had a purple lightsaber. I don't really know. What else was so great about that guy? I don't know. He was mad and serious all the time.
Order 66 was the only good thing that I think even came from all of that. But the build-up was just like, what was it? It was this obvious dude. I mean, I guess that's the problem is they played their hand so early, right? It's like, okay, how does Palpatine do it, right? And it was just like...
Well, I mean, in terms of playing your hand, I don't really think that should matter simply because it's a set of prequels. It's not supposed to be like a surprise. We know what happens.
Yeah, it just, but it wasn't like... I don't know. I didn't feel like the politics was particularly engaging at any level.
No, Trade Federation tariffs and stuff like that. That's to put that as like the main thrust of the outside conflict that's supposed to inspire like the characters. That does seem pretty rough.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like it didn't really. To me, it doesn't quite justify the Empire in a way that is of any substance. It just happened. It's like, that's cool. Also,
in chat, they're
I don't
talking
know.
about George does focus on the politics to an absolute fault. That is one of the, in my opinion, rather than the CGI, although that was a big problem, this was the main fault of the prequels, is that George Lucas in the original script for the original 3 movies did the same thing. He focused on a heavy amount of minutia and a lot of Star Wars-y jargon that nobody was going to connect to and was frankly kind of boring. And then people edited it out, including his wife at the time, and really kind of saved that part of the franchise. Then when the prequels came out and he was a golden god, nobody said no to George Lucas at all. And there's even footage, and I'm sure you guys have seen it, of the main people involved in the project along with George Lucas seeing The Phantom Menace for the first time, and George Lucas finally realizing his mistake of just like and nobody had told him no. And that was really, on top of the CGI, I think the major mistake is that suddenly there was no communication or dialogue between people who knew how to make movies. It was just whatever George wants, George gets. Which is too bad.
That and he couldn't rip off Kurosawa films as blatantly.
I don't feel that bad about that though.
Oh, I do. As someone who's watched The Hidden Fortress, I get really salty about it. But anyway,
yeah, but that's literally how creative work works. Like nobody
there's derivative, and then there's literally like taking exact character
we're very much
types.
not self-made. We are dependent upon one another.
I know, but like, have you watched The Hidden Fortress?
I've watched Kurosawa movies before, Konmai.
Have you watched The Hidden Fortress? It's really important that we answer this question here because it does relate with Samurai Sword, so therefore Calvin.
Well, I don't remember all the names of the Kurosawa movies I have.
It's the one that is very much exactly like Star Wars because even the C-3PO R2-D2 duel is grafted exactly from the film. Also, nice. Picking it up.
Oh,
okay, right. Okay. Small game. Ooh. Nice gunpowder kick. Actually, in this matchup, I feel like gunpowder kick's kind of good. Because like there's a lot of small pokes you could just duck underneath and go crazy over.
That's a very big deal. Does he not get it? Does he decide to spend bar here? Is he going to try to be greedy? Well, that's...
He should just win, right? Yeah. Oh, he's went for the max damage.
Wall Rising A is very good. Wall Rising A Brave Edge is very good. Oh, wow, an A6 is a punish there. I would imagine that Taki has a fantastic way of dealing with Yoshi pressure, as I've always felt that Taki is very good against I-10 characters.
Yeah.
By just like being faster than them. Wow.
Yeah, and
that was you Cammy trap. That was the problem. No, he's not dead. No, this does a lot of
gonna
damage.
hurt like hell, though. Oh. He's like right at the tip.
Oh. Yeah, he's fine.
Wakes up memes.
I mean, Taki is literally dead to one hit, but it doesn't matter. That could have literally been a hard duck into a wall rising A, and then he was basically dead again.
Yeah.
Farewell.
Or just like sidestep 2-2B.
Well, the 2-2B would have been tough against an AA in that scenario.
That's true.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Okay. Oh, Yoshi loves this stage.
Yeah.
In particular, Ben. Ben will field this as hard as humanly
Well, it's
possible.
also just the fact that, like, I don't really know if Taki's known for their wall combos virtually at all.
Yeah.
And has just kind of okay ring outs versus best ring outs and best wall combos.
Ooh,
Man,
good jump.
really making hay. Arcrane's always been somebody who made hay from the mix-up from Taki's jump kit. More so than most other Taki players.
Ooh.
I appreciate the attempt, it doesn't work out.
Oh,
What a
he
duck.
almost got a tech crouch. Oh,
Yeah.
Not crouch.
That should do
Ooh.
it.
Yep. Yeah, Ben's. I know Ben's staying aggressive, but I know he's gonna feel really happy when he's gonna be able to just run up against somebody who's just guarding the whole time and push them near the wall.
I have an inkling that Arcrane's controller is not
Yeah,
working
his
again.
controller
Yeah.
died. Oh, he's back.
It's the laptop keeps lagging behind.
Oh man.
Wow, what a sidestep punish.
Oh, was that
Dude,
intentional?
I cannot wait for this match to go by the way of whenever Arcrane's controller dies. Whoa, okay. Was all that intentional? Just hard sidestep for 8 years?
Oh,
Oh, tries to get a punish. Doesn't work out. Jumping out of there. Couldn't you see either? Maybe. Well, okay.
yeah. I thought he was gonna be out of there, but it didn't work.
Yeah. Oh boy. Ends up catching the counter hit. Every once in a while, Ben, it's kind of similar to when he was playing against Dulaman. I feel like Ben gets himself into trouble sometimes, not respecting certain strings and pieces of pressure, and he ends up eating a lot of counter hit damage.
I noticed that Ben's like probably the most gung ho user of like Brave Edge moves.
What a!
Oh, does he get a wall here? I don't think so.
Yeah.
He got one.
Well, I mean, he did, yeah.
Sweep the leg,
Note
yeah.
Yoshi's at frame advantage on that whiff.
That is crazy. I wonder.
Yeah, that's
They don't
insane.
keep that.
I mean, it's not like it's meaningful frame advantage, but it's dumb nonetheless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Grace with a ton of meter. If he can get through this round without spending any, that would be a huge boon to him, and this is definitely going to start him
Ooh,
out.
look at
The
that wall
only
combo.
wall combo we've seen so far has been from Taki.
Wow.
Okay, 2 bars to 2 bars, so no disadvantage for Arcraze right now. He's 1 round away. What a tech crouch! Just Ben right. Trying to be greedy with that 2-2-way to get the lethal hit.
I mean, you just think he was gonna get AA zoned, and he was wrong. He got smoked by the 3B.
Oh wow, into a soul attack, I like this. Well, okay, yeah, it seems to be fine.
Oh,
Wow,
he is
Ben
running
Ben
it
just getting
down.
annihilated right now. Wow, that was quite the aggressive series.
Wow.
Ben caught mashing, I think, like 2 or 3 times, then caught the GI, then caught the duck.
Wow.
This just shows how much better I am than you.
Very
a
good,
little
very
scary
strong.
sequence. Whew. Oh yeah, April 20th. That's like 2 months away. Edge of Soul, online PC, not Parsec, which is probably a blessing for many. Gonna be going down. It's gonna be so prep up for that. $500 doesn't roll around this game that often, so take that and win it, please. If it ain't one of you guys in chat, then I'll be really sad. Actually, you should just like play in that.
Let me think.
I think you can win it, Jay.
Who, what? Win what?
Bad Bad Kitties tournament.
I don't think that I can really win any tournaments.
I believe in you.
If my entire career has said anything, it's definitely that I'm not really one that wins tournaments.
Never know, you might smoke somebody.
Especially
What,
an
you-
online tournament.
That is true. Online's pretty rough. But
The
I mean, like, you
closest
have
I've
a lot
ever
of
come
experience
is
there.
Second
So.
place, and that was years ago.
Okay, Sozo versus Rip.
Trying to think. Midichlorians is maybe one of the biggest letdowns. Like, turning something that was totally about faith and kind of magical and making it just like a hard number. I really hate it when anime does it as well, where just characters are really strong in different ways, but then you find out that it's all just like a power level. It's always very disappointing because then it all turns into just like a number.
It's the
which I think is
genes.
very two-dimensional.
It's the genes argument.
Yeah, it's crazy. Instead, they could be like Incendiate and just, you know, play the game and acknowledge their weaknesses. But no, now it's about numbers.
It's about midichlorians.
You know what? That should be really funny. We should, like, unironically, next time the gene thing comes up again, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? I think your midichlorian count's kind of low. And just, like, run with it. And just continue. Like, I don't know, man. Like, how would you, like, think about how many midichlorians Daigo Umehara has, you know? Just keep pushing. Keep pushing the idea. And just watch as people, like, explode from having the prequel justification thrown in their face nonstop. It would definitely make me happy, but that's because I'm like a known prequel hater. But actually, I'm more of a post-school hater. I think their prequels are cute.
I never did see the last movie.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's kind of the reaction that I get every time, which is why I haven't seen it.
It's like
I lost a relationship because of that movie because I hated it that much.
I was very disappointed with the second to last movie.
That was also very bad.
I
yeah.
saw that in theaters, and it was very frustrating.
I will say,
to
I
see
think
that the movie was clearly trying to go in a new direction and try to play with your expectations. And I thought that was a really cool idea. And then at the very end, they just said, psych, and we're actually just going to do exactly what you thought that we were going to do.
I think
I found that very frustrating.
What killed me about that movie the most was that I felt like it would have been really cool for them to set up the hero's death for like C-3PO. And they just instead opted to pick that one character. Like, I get the lore sort of suggests that, like, that general that did the thing was like of some of the significance, but it was just like, man, it would have hit so much harder if it was like, okay, C-3PO is getting the controls of the ship and rams it through the fucking Imperial. Like, that would have been insane. I would have been like, that's so cool. I think that's the thing too about, like, most of the films I don't like with Star Wars is that they just cannot, for whatever reason, just pick the character that should die the hero's death. And because, like, you know, they had to keep selling the goddamn toys, and just like, like, seriously, if they killed off Chewbacca, I would have been like, holy shit, this Empire's actually fucking evil. We gotta stop them. You know, there would have been a lot more gravitas, but, like, they just never do it. They just can't possibly conceive the idea of, like, teaching people that maybe, well, not teaching, just, like, weaponizing the idea that maybe the pet has to die. And that it's okay to do that kind of thing in cinema. Just
John Wick did it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the whole shtick.
It was so bad until all the good Rogue One did. Yeah. I mean, to me, it just cemented the idea that, like, you know, it's the prequels and the original 3, and then whatever the postquels. They exist, but
If I ever get into a situation where I am tasked with showing somebody Star Wars, they've never seen Star Wars, they don't really know what it's about and everything, I think I still would show them the prequels, but I doubt I would show them 7, 8, and 9.
yeah,
I don't think it would be necessary.
7
And I think
is
the way that I would do it is, I forget who I heard say this, but the idea is you show them the entire Clone Wars show. You show them that first. The idea being that you're showing somebody, like, what Anakin is and, like, how cool he is, and, you know, that relationship. And then you go into New Hope, and that means that when Obi-Wan explains that Darth Vader has killed Anakin, it really stings. It's not just some person you've never met before. Like, this person is lost. This great guy that we had in the Clone Wars is gone because of this terrible character. And then you get the big reveal in 5. Then you go to the prequels. So you go Yeah, you go Empire Strikes Back, then you go into the prequels, and you get to see how this ended up being the case, and then you go to 6. I don't really know if it's necessary to do 7, 8, and 9, but I think that's the way that I would do it.
7, 8, and 9 is where the series goes to kill itself.
It's just not. It's Star Wars and kind of name only the Disney Star Wars.
Tragic.
Still will remember the fact that George Lucas did years ago call Disney white slavers. So you guys know.
Oh God.
It's still weird that he said that.
Does he got it?
Well, man, that would have been an amazing punish.
I thought he was gonna CE, to be honest. I kind of understand the reticence to not have the resources, but it's just like you can get the momentum off of that, right?
So they're just trying to get like the 2-bar lethal hits going on right now.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Well, now he's just doing 4KB.
Yeah, now he knows his opponent's scared and he's just running it down.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa, what a run-up.
Oh.
He's not dead, but that's awful close.
Oh,
yeah, he tried for it. Alright, there you go.
P.
He finally
yes,
got it. There you
butter.
go. Congratulations. Into Crazy Oki. Yeah.
Oh.
So, Siegfried CE is safe, not necessarily all that fast.
Yeah, that's what it trades. It can't be fast and safe. That
it can't
would be a problem.
fast, long, and safe.
Yeah.
2 of them is enough.
Which is the one that's fast and safe, though?
Fast and safe?
Yeah, the CE that's like that. I'm trying to think of one that's like that, and I can't really think of one. Alright, so they're going with the knees.
Yeah, I guess it depends on like what you consider to be quote-unquote fast, because if it has a level of evasion, then you can argue things that have like an auto GI involved in them, or like a tech jump like columns are quote-unquote fast, because they will beat out small pokes. Now, if you want to say that that's an immense technicality, yeah, that's fair.
I'm thinking around like the I, like, 12 to 18 range. Fast-ish?
Yeah, then no. Then there are no... I do not believe there are any safe CEs that are in that range.
Oof. Speaking of
again, unless
safety,
you want to
though.
include something like Zos, which has like a super technicality to it.
Yeah, that's more
1A is going to be the way that round ends. That's hilarious.
Hey man, sometimes you forget that move exists. They just let it rip when you're in pressure.
Well, you kind of don't have to remember that it exists. It's slow enough to where you can just like, oh, I forgot about this, and then you block it.
You would think that, but we've learned at WNF that if it's unfamiliar, sometimes it just gets through.
Yeah, some people. No punish on the 3A. I guess he just decides to do a run-up. I guess that's a pretty fair, common assumption for Yoshi players to just like botch certain punishes so that you can get in instead.
Yeah.
Guys, Yoshi Soul Charge is pretty good. He literally can't even Dark Legacy there. That's hilarious.
That is pretty messed up.
He can't even Soul Charge either.
I still actually remember that being like a topic of discussion back in the game first started, where like Yoshi's Soul Attack can deal with Dark Legacy.
Yeah.
That was a reckoning. Yeah, that was brutal. Poor man
Yeah,
got
Yoshi definitely one of the biggest beneficiaries of the concept of Soul Attack, which I very much appreciate that they put in, because before that, as you probably remember, Soul Charges outrageously benefited defensive characters over offensive characters.
Yeah.
Because you have a character like Amy, who does have like one of the biggest Soul Charge bursts in the game, but that doesn't really matter if you're going to be spending all of that time trying to get back in. And that can be incredibly frustrating. So adding something like a Soul Attack for a character like Amy or Yoshi really made it comparable to like when Ivy is just constantly, popping bursts just to get out of dodge.
What's kind of funny is I've been like dabbling with Mitsu once in a while, and I'm like kind of convinced that his Soul Attack is one of the worst in the game.
Yeah.
Like
it's the worst in the game.
It only seems to function exclusively as a bad ender to a launcher.
Exactly.
And
that's exactly what it does. Yeah.
It's just like part of me thinks that they should either.
It's honestly tough for me to think of an argument for a worse Soul Attack.
Yeah. It's just weird because it's like I wonder
It doesn't hit grounded. It does virtually no damage. It can only be comboed at the end of a combo.
Like 3B.
Yeah, where you're sacrificing a lot of damage in order to get it.
Yeah.
Like, the Soul Charge itself is great.
I feel like they designed it first and then they got really creative afterwards. Because it seems really kind of like, I guess, like tame and structured, where I like the idea that, honestly, the characters would like, okay, I have a route where I take less damage, but I get crazy mix-up. And that's kind of how it stays, but...
I wouldn't feel bad if it was similar to Cassandra's as well. Because Cassandra's is very similar in the sense of it does very low damage and stuff, but it is a Hori and it's plus on block.
Yeah.
Like, that wouldn't be a bad idea, I don't think. Because maybe the argument against that is like, well, it's Mitsu Soul Charge. Like, this is a huge... Like, to give Mitsu Soul Charge, which is such a huge mix-up for such heavy damage, to give that something plus on block would be, like, way too much. But I would stipulate that Cassandra kind of gets that on her Soul Charge as well. Like, her damage is comparable in that regard. So yeah, I don't know. And, not to mention, she has an easier way of controlling space with 3AA plus B after that, as opposed to Mitsu, who still does not have a decent mid-Hori even when he's in Soul Charge. Short of, like, B slide A, which is, like, what, minus 20?
Yeah, that's not even an applicable... It's so minus that it's like... The times that you can apply it are like so few.
You just hope that nobody punishes it because the pushback is so big. Which does happen sometimes. People forget. Kind of similar to like when Maxi does one of his punches in stance, where it's like even though it's minus 8 billion, people will not punish it because they think they don't have the time. But you do have the time to just go up and do your regular punish instead.
Yeah.
All right. Also, real quick interrupt to shill. Tampa Never Sleeps, the weekly online tournament series that won the EVO Award?
Not yet. We were finding out Saturday if it's going to
win
win an award for like best online thingy, which it probably will.
No, man, it's a local. But either way,
they retcon that. They retcon that.
Either way, the TNS guys are actually cool people. They run a cool online tournament series. We are their feature game again for the month of February, and we will be running a SoulCalibur 6 Parsec bracket on the 23rd of February in conjunction with them. SabinDeus will be help run it and hosting the servers. Are we using his? I think we're using his servers, not theirs. But yeah, so we're running that. It is a free to enter tournament. There will be a matcherino. There'll be a prize pool. It'll be streamed live on I think the TNS Tampa Never Sleeps twitch.tv. I think it's just twitch.tv/Tampa Never Sleeps or something like that. And it will be. Yeah, it'll be really fun. It's free to enter, so if you haven't, go follow. I put the link, startgg/SoulCalibur6, or SoulCalibur, I think is. But anyway, yeah, I put the link in the chat, and you can sign up. So yeah, go sign up for that free to enter bracket. They also have a redemption bracket, where if you go 0-2, 1-2, or just lose 2 times in the main bracket, you can enter the redemption bracket and keep playing 2 more times, so you can still have some fun. And good luck fighting 2 swords, Voldo.
Yeah, 2 swords is random all. As I
famously am not good at fighting.
Daily reminder that the Samurai Jack creator did some Clone Wars episodes when it was still 2D. Yeah, Tartakovsky. I'm a big Samurai Jack fan.
Good
you guys haven't seen Samurai Jack, boy. It can be slow at times, but it's great.
It's slow, but like
gotta be that
thoughtful.
Back to the past.
It's amazing. There's like
Samurai
moments
Jack.
where it's like where you're like, man, this is basically. I feel like that show introduced ASMR to people that didn't have any concept of what it was. Like, I still remember the episode where like he has to go to the tower and he has to fight the sentinels in the
archers,
snow. Yeah, that shit was
the one that I remember. One of my favorite ones. In fact, I actually like quote it all the time is when he finds the portal to the future and he fights the big blue guy in the suit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
where he like does like this whole journey and finally gets to the guy, and he's like, "For countless eons, I've been protecting this magical power of time travel. All have been denied, from the mightiest of giants to the tiniest of warriors. You see, Samurai, there's been one man who's been prophesied to defeat me, and that man is the only man who can use this time travel. And you, my man, ain't that man."
Welcome to the stage of history
so cool.
retold.
Oh man.
And he fights him with like every single weapon, and he's better than Samurai Jack with each one of them.
I need to
Jack
rewatch
is just
that
irritated
shit.
that he has to fight this guy. He's like, fine, I'll fight you, and then I'll get to use this thing. And he goes, ain't gonna happen. He's just smiling the whole time.
Yeah, that shit was so cool. What a great series that was.
Oh man, the one where he fights the robots that Aku sends him that are injected with whatever Aku injected him with, so that his sword regularly cannot defeat it, so he has to pray to his ancestors to get like a Cassandra lightning buff.
Oh
You guys
yeah.
remember that one?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. When the robot finally realizes he's gonna die. You know what episode is underrated from that show? The first episode. That explains everything and goes like this huge montage of Jack training.
Yeah, that's
That
what made it
one's
so
great, too.
hot. It was so good because it established itself in one episode, and the rest of
Yeah.
it just flows. Like even this, like the craziest shit, just makes sense. And the fact that they were able.
Episodes with the Scottish guy.
Yeah, I was thinking of the Scots
Those
one.
are
Yeah,
good
yeah.
ones. I just
Oh,
love
man.
the fact that like there are episodes of Samurai Jack where Jack is literally untouchable. He goes through reams upon reams of enemies, and that's the majority of what happens. And then every once in a while, he runs into a situation where he's ass. Like he like can't even compare.
At
Wait,
least
what was the plot? The episode with the dogs?
I don't remember a dog episode.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's one where
Wait,
he
is that the second episode where it's like the dogs fighting the Beatles?
I think,
and that's
yeah,
where
the-
you find out that the Powerpuff Girl world and Samurai Jack world are the same.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, it's the one. Yeah, the talking dogs.
Yeah, that's either that's like the first. The dogs are the one that give Jack his name, Jack.
Right.
No, I just lied. It's in the same episode, but it's right before he meets the dogs, and where he just meets some like street thugs that keep calling him Jack, just as like an affectation. And then he meets the dogs, and the dogs hire him to like beat the Beatles,
Oh god.
the Aku Beatles.
You think the Aku Beatles would use Fukashirike?
No mention to the Bounty Hunters episode laying a trap for Jack just to get washed in 10 seconds. Yeah, that one's amazing too. Jack has like literally no lines in that episode, and it's just about how amazing these mercenaries are, which again really shows how great Jack is because he's able to beat all of them instantly. Dude, Samurai Jack,
We were
such
we
a
were,
good show.
It's crazy how spoiled.
And the
we were to have
revamp
that show.
was okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes the laptop.
Oh, here it's back. I like how like Taki's holding her head right there.
I can't deal with how broken this character is.
It's kind of funny. Is
Character's nonsense. Are you seeing this guy's soul attack? Like, what am I supposed to do?
me crying on forums.
Revamp was solid, different feel. I was okay with the ending, yes. I was happy that we got an ending.
Yeah. I think archives may have been sent to the past
Gotta
by
get back.
Aku.
Back to the
I mean,
past.
sent to the future by Aku.
Samurai Jack.
Shapeshifting wizard of evil.
Time's up.
Oh, well, never
No.
mind.
Yeah,
That
no.
wasn't him. That was just a game. Well,
I used to have all of Samurai Jack on my computer. I think I got rid of it.
Yeah, I need to
I'm
see if I
pretty
can
sure
find
there's a
it.
torrent out there ready to be consumed. It's too classic of a show to be lost to time like that.
Yeah.
If anything, it's probably on Internet Archive. Well,
I'm trying to remember some of the other fantastic Samurai Jack episodes.
that's the problem. Is like there's. I'm trying to think of any bad ones, and my memory does not serve me correctly.
There are boring ones.
Yeah.
There are boring ones for sure. Where he fights in basically that one pit.
Oh
where
yeah.
it's just like a variety of different bad guys over and over again.
Let's see. We hit the Wikipedia for this bad boy. Man, that had a lot of. Wow.
Oh, Evil Jack? Remember the Evil Jack episode?
Yeah.
Shin Jack.
And where he fights alongside Aku.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Oh,
Those are
yeah.
weird ones.
I'm gonna have to sit and watch through all of these. just to bathe myself in like.
Yeah, see, this is the problem, is that what we need to do, and this is what I try to do, whenever I have this, I will talk to, like, CJ about it, because he hasn't seen anything. And I'll be like, do you want to see this? And so I get to live vicariously through him.
Oh, hell
that'd be
yeah,
so
that
cool.
sounds
We were doing that for
great.
a while with, he'd never seen Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh.
And so he really, I think he really liked that. We watched the full Toguro story arc. We didn't go to Chapter Black. I don't know if he's interested in watching the rest of it. CJ, if you're still listening to this, let me know if you're interested in watching the rest of it.
All right, lots of 3A check-in. Ooh, oh, that was a
Jack
good
trying to
trade
get
for-
a new pair of sandals and test wearing all the shoes. That one's not very good. That's a joke one.
Oh.
And we hate jokes.
We hate jokes here.
Samurai Jack is all seriousness.
Okay.
Man, we're getting the stage a lot. We're getting the stage a lot for this matchup. Feels like
Yeah.
Hargraves, every once in a while when he does enter these things, he doesn't necessarily go as far as like Winners Finals, so I'm happy to see that he's... It is kind of a shame because I know he's been playing Amy, and I would have liked to see more Amy, but I guess he hasn't needed it, so...
Yeah. I mean, he's top class, so happy to see it. Nice.
Yeah, I know there's a handful of matchups that he's been getting frustrated with, and he was thinking about using Amy as like a counter pick, which would have been interesting to see because I feel like Amy's a pretty complicated character and can be kind of difficult to play as like a secondary. But I would still like to see it. Well, sometimes you don't guess right on your toes,
Yeah. It's just like,
and that's just the way it is. What's OPC for?
I forgot the acronym. It's pretty long.
Oh, penis cussy for...
Oh god.
No?
No. No.
No, I don't think so.
What is
I'm
it?
gonna look, I need to look it up just for the homie.
Oh,
'cause
so
that
you
was-
don't know what it is, but you know mine's definitely not right? That seems a
Yeah,
little
Yes.
there's a certain threshold where I can safely be like, yeah, you know what? It's okay.
Are you the arbiter of that?
I'm fine. I'll follow him back.
Man, fantastic challenges. I keep forgetting it. Once again, Taki, a fantastic character with regards to dealing with I-10 characters, because I-10 characters often rely on the fact that they're like the fastest character around. But Argrave's finding the ways to try and interrupt, especially with regards to stances, make it very difficult. And he's got one map. Boy, he has not been wrong about his jumping mix-up quite literally at all this entire tournament, I swear.
That crazy
one.
feeling where I can't figure out his team name.
I feel like I said it before, right?
No, you didn't.
But you don't know what it
Welcome
is.
to the stage of history.
So I'm right so far.
No, you can be wrong, and I can also
Yeah,
be
but you have
unsure.
to prove that I'm wrong.
No.
That's true.
You're not doing that. You just sound like you're being stubborn because you couldn't come up with something.
It's not that I could have come up with it. I just didn't want to slander the good name
Oh,
of his team.
yeah, I could beat this guy. It's just I had the sun and was in my eyes. My hands were cold. It was a windy day today. This is you. This is what you sound like.
Yeah, okay.
Man, challenging again.
He's just really not
I mean, this is what Taki does, right?
Yeah. Ooh.
Man, fantastic punish yet again. You shouldn't let, you have to assume, much like you would assume a Haohmaru or Ivy player is going to back up, you have to assume that a Taki's going to mash.
Yeah.
Because that's what the character's kind of about. No punish on the A6 on block, so we actually end up eating like the whole thing here.
Ooh.
Now he's trying to be fancy and or schmancy.
Oh. What does this lead to, actually? Oh. That's what it is. Wall splat. Okay, countering the mash at there. Ooh, empty hop pro. I like it.
We're just doing a lot of jump setups.
I mean, if
He's
your
been
character
right
has,
every time, so you might as well.
if you have a wild landing mix-up, it makes sense to
Yeah,
have maybe the throw in there. Okay, good throw. Oof.
One of Taki's jumping attacks are one of the ones that actually have hitboxes before she lands. It doesn't actually happen very often. Often you can actually grab somebody out of like a jumping attack. A traditional jumping attack, not like one of those that like where the stance involved, like they're in a stance in some way.
Little 2A action there. Sweep the leg once again. He's attacking those thighs right now. Oof. Goes for a second time.
Yeah, it's kind of all arc rays right now. Man, again, only like trying to challenge with like a 3A. Pretty sure like a traditional 2A will be enough on A6 on block to stop the stance.
That thing does.
No. Yeah, it does like no damage. But you get
does like 2
fantastic
damage.
out
It's
of it.
crazy.
Yeah, the idea is that you get the OP out of it. Alright, 2-1.
Uh-oh.
So
Actually,
he's gonna have to come up with something.
WNF? I don't think he has.
Have you ever won a WNF?
Oh, me? Hell no.
I don't think I
Hell
have
no. Absolutely not. It saddens me to say that. Well, actually, it doesn't. It's more of a credit to everybody else, because if you're losing to me, there's something wrong. All right. Arc Ray is going in for the kill, maybe? We'll see.
6SB on block into 6SB.
Sometimes
He
you
really
just
wants
gotta
to
be.
end this right away.
You can be that ignorant, right? Doesn't it tech crouch? So you can
Yeah,
get
it
underneath
does.
like an AA?
And probably there's a good chance that Yoshi can't punish it. Because of the pushback.
Yeah.
Oh man. Arc Rays is on fire right now. Souzou has slowed down to such a degree and it's keeping up. Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah. Taki has the ability to mash out of that.
Oh
Okay,
no!
Can't do
He
Oh
lived!
wow, he actually lived.
He lived!
If there was ever a storyline, a timeline, where Arc Rays had the ability to win SoulCalibur, it is this one. Wow, he does the just
Jump
first
B.
hit of Jump B,
Wow.
and it's safe on block, I guess, or at least like people are expecting to block the second hit.
Yeah.
It's the first time he was wrong about a jumping mix, by the way.
Will it be the last? Find out the next episode. Actually, you
Dragon
won't.
Ball. ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Uh-oh. He's getting schmixed.
Sosa's doing that thing where Yoshi Oki is endless. Does he want to try and spend bar here? I can see it because he'll get the bar back, but he got a load, good amount of guard damage here. Okay, the fact that we are at the wall, yeah, he has an item, so he's just gonna...
Yeah.
Very typical way of trying to end the round. Whoops, okay.
Oh!
Yeah, alright.
Alright. I
Don't
mean,
get
if I'm
bitter.
Arc Rays, I'm happy.
Yeah, I don't know
Jeez.
how Yoshi punches that, if at all.
Alright, what's the Oki looking like? 3D? No, just a little low.
Nobody GIing the second hit of that. You can GI it even if you got hit by the first attack.
Oh. Does that work on counter hit or no? I think it's a combo, right?
Not counting.
Okay.
That would be insane.
That would suck, right? You'd be like,
Yeah.
I deserve this. No, you don't. Alright, Trace B coming out. Soul didn't actually catch him, but that'll kill.
Well, it did. Good enough. 1 bar to 2 for the last round.
Alright, Arc Rays close to getting secure in the
round
grand
away.
final spot.
Oh, I like this. Okay.
Yeah.
Just decides to use his meter advantage like instantly. Taki trying to get away. Again, mashes out of it. I'm not really sure what Yoshi does to try and stop that.
I don't think he does. I think you just gotta hold the fact that no longer Dragonfly is just a free mix-up on people.
Alright, so all of that damage from a Yoshi soul charge that didn't even do the most it could have. I guess the 6
from
speed
his
lethal
turret.
hit. Okay, well, you have to tech up and spend bar again, right? Yeah, absolutely. Too scary.
Okay, gonna really attack that guard. He's gonna get guard crushed in. Oh, but he just
No,
killed.
Souzou has decided he will die before his card crush actually happens. And yeah, that's tough. I think at that point, you just have to fish for an RI in Souzou's position.
Yeah.
I'm not sure there's anything you can do. Like, you just have to, like, bet it.
Yeah, after taking 2 possession B blocks, it's
Yeah.
like, well, you're running out of guard gauge and health because it hits as much as, like, humanly possible. Also, was it 13 or 18? I can't see. Piece of dust on my screen.
13.
13 codes remain.
13.
Yeah. We're almost there, chat.
Arc Ray is going to be in Grand Finals. BenWithVees over Incendiate 2-0. We never got to see Incendiate play in this tournament.
That's crazy. What a...
That's very
And
funny.
Mr. SoulCalibur did it, too. That's
yeah,
even more egregious.
BenWithVees look like he's going to be playing against the winner of Rip City and Infectious.
which is, I believe, Infectious because he DQ'd? Question
Oh,
mark?
what? There we go. That was not loaded on my screen before, and now it is.
That's going to be exciting. Infectious versus BenWithVees. I feel like this is going to be a pretty big clash of personalities.
I would be very interested in that because Infectious, along with other Ivy players that will go unnamed, have had a wealth of experience and success dealing with the Yoshi matchup. And Ben, I believe, also agrees that it's a tough matchup because they're just constantly dealing with like an obstacle course that you can't really get in. It's honestly, I'd be willing to bet that if we go through every single Wednesday night fights and we add up all the matchups, Yoshi v Ivy is the one we've seen the most.
Yeah.
And like 9 times out of 10, it's the Ivy player coming out on top.
Yeah, it's a rough matchup for Yoshi, who struggles to slog through 14 feet of like snow every day just to even get a single AA on his opponent. We'll see how it goes. I mean, like, well, I don't know if Ben has that much Ivy experience, to be honest. Like,
yeah, it's tough to say. I'm trying to think. I can't remember anything like that.
I want to say, just in general, because, like, I'm not sure how much Ben plays. I know he kind of dabbles once in a while. But yeah, very rarely do I...
Just recently, like within the past few days, he's decided to play a little bit.
I mean, it's kind of funny. The weird thing is the last thing I remember, other than him smacking me around at our local, was...
Ooh.
He...
I didn't know you were into that.
Hey, listen, Ben's one of the handsomest dudes in the FGC. But, no, like, I remember he was playing Jamie against what's his face? What's that character from Street Fighter? The one that's JP, and just being like, damn, this is just like the Ivy matchup with Yoshimitsu, like identical to it.
He keeps putting himself in those situations.
Yeah, it's like it never ends, and it was just painful because I'm like, this shit sucks. Like, I can't imagine having any fun trying this matchup at all. And this was season 1, Jamie, so it was really bad.
I don't think it's gotten that much better.
It really has. Character's kind of in the doghouse, I think. But I don't know. I gotta start grinding those my combos, bro. I don't know. I totally haven't like played the game. I've been playing No Man's Sky of all things, which has been something of an
I was playing
interesting
SF6 for a little while. I thought about getting back into it when Bison was introduced. Not to mention Bison's like really, really strong and everything. The game is just a little bit too reaction heavy for me, which makes it pretty tough.
Yeah, you gotta really be on your shit to deal with a lot of stuff in that game.
Drive rush, drive impact, like if you don't have reactions to this, like I remember I was watching Snake Eyes play Honda, and he was like going through the ranks, and he was at the rank that I was at. It's like right below Master, and he's playing against these players, and I'm like, man, how is he making this so easy? Like I understand that Snake Eyes is a legendarily fantastic Street Fighter player, and I actually mean legendarily like it means something, and. I wasn't sure how he was able to do this, and then I see the opponent whiff a crouch fierce, and then neutral jump, and then when he into nothing, and then land and just immediately do a drive impact, and Snake Eyes just drive impact back, and I was like, oh yeah, that's how you do it. You can just react to those kinds of things, and then beating these types of players is totally fine. It's really not that hard at all.
All right, here we go. The dreaded matchup.
Yeah, time to see if Ben has something new. His particular flavor of Yoshi, if it's going to be enough to get away from this.
I feel like that's the thing, is I'm not sure how much new stuff. Because, like, in some ways, I think Infectious was, like, he got good basically after the time of Ben. Yeah. In some ways. And so I wonder if he's even
The time of Ben.
The time of Ben. Yeah, right now it's not looking too good for a hero. Holy moly! Oh well, my god.
Yeah, I think it's dead, right?
Yeah, well, okay, he's got a chance at one hit. Can he avoid the perfect?
You had one shot.
One shot.
Do not miss your chance to blow, because opportunity comes once in a lifetime. I appreciate the attempt. The attempt was good. I appreciated that he used a GI just to run at his opponent so that he could get fantastic wall positioning, so it's a shame it didn't work out, but it's going to be a tough comeback to make things how he didn't really have any meter either. Yoshi damage without meter is kind of rough to go off of.
Yeah.
No pun. Oh, okay, I was going to say.
Free throw.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Goes for the Goes to the tricky stuff.
Nice block. Nice
Ooh,
block
punish.
and punish.
Oh.
Wow, a 6A ends up catching. I thought it was a 2A as well, so I was on Infectious's wavelength there. Alright, once he gets in, he can do stuff. No surprise there.
Yeah. He just has to not lose like 14 turns to Oki.
Yeah, well.
Of course, it's kind of funny because it's like the shoes on the other foot for the person against Yoshi.
It's a feast or famine whenever you're playing against Yoshi. Either like, especially if it's an Ivy, you're 100% in control or you're 100% not.
Yeah.
Wow, Wow Rising K clearly irritated by the fact that you got hit. Wow, she can do that in the middle of the string. I guess if he charges it up, probably if you don't charge it up, then it doesn't work. But then you leave yourself vulnerable to 2-2A.
Yeah. Oh.
Damn.
Well, it's got hit raw.
To Yomi level 4 there.
Negative Yomi.
Yeah.
It's like when you read yourself.
Damn, counter hit after a whiff grab. Well,
Some
now
people
you're all the
just
way
like
out.
mash
Come on, you
differently,
can't tech there, Mr. Man. You know this.
Oh, the gnome comes
A
out.
wizard should know better.
Oh,
No
well.
punish on the full 4B. Always important to try and get those kinds of things. I screw that up all the time as well.
Nice!
Okay.
I
That's
like
a way
it.
to do it. Wow,
That
that's
is
a
a
lot
way.
of damage.
Ooh.
If you can get out of this without spending bar, that would be pretty huge. Yeah, and then you have to weather the storm here. Well, okay. Wow,
conservative. Wow.
The second AA did negative damage. It did nothing. That was insane. I'm trying to do... Every time we see him just try to greedily go for a 2-2A, it blows up in his face.
It's literally round 3, 2-2, run up to 2, like every single time. That's so funny.
That's really funny.
Okay, he's gonna soul charge, right?
Alright, well, I think he's dead.
Oh, he's getting
here we
in.
go.
RC in the game, baby. Let's go. This is a good choice, though, because like if he's gonna miss the Oki, get your health back. And then he's
forget the health back. You're basically dead to one hit regardless. But like, Ivy cannot soul charge back right now. Okay, now he can, but he has to deal with this Oki first, and he didn't. Oh, he still has.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
And that's the power of Yoshi Oki.
Wow.
You are unable to soul charge back. So the CE, like, forget the life gain. It's the meter loss from the opponent, meaning that Infectious was unable to soul charge back. Then when he finally had the ability to soul charge back, it was airtight Oki that doesn't allow you that kind of those kinds of frames. So very, very smart, very strong.
Oh, it's kind of refreshing to see this.
We so rarely get to see Yoshi succeed against this character.
Yeah. Oh, great GI. RE though.
Yeah.
What's he gonna pick?
A lot of meter here.
It's the A.
Yeah.
Opting for the
Went to the
mix-up.
K to try and like keep up the mix-up. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it makes sense though, because like he's in a position where he's like he knows he could dominate his opponent up close, and
it's a very classic thing for an aggressive character to do is just drop max damage so you can get good Oki. Because the important part isn't the damage; it's the repeatability of it.
I think he's dead, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
He decides not to spend the bar. Wow,
okay,
he doesn't even need to. Man,
doesn't need it.
Ivy's crazy.
There's a Twitter combo right there.
Yeah, Twombo.
Here's Clever. Oh,
Yeah,
what a top!
there's the
Damn,
punish.
dude.
Yeah, Yoshi's ability to sink meter into every punish really allows for wall rising punishes to really hurt. That's basically equivalent to the same like the grab head connected.
We're chasing down with 6AA. Interesting choice. Oh. Okay, blocking it now. Full screen. Looking at the back. Oh, trying to.
Trying to get like a tech trap. Right,
Okay.
so that's spin bar, makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Catches the GI.
Yeah, it's trying to drag the second part of the string.
Gets more chip damage here, except not. That's not dead just yet.
Nice.
Yeah, again, he is like +1 or 2 there. Off of that whip.
Yeah, catches the run
He
counter.
still can't get away from there.
He threaded the needle there.
Yeah.
I like this choice of RE though against the Dragonfly pressure. It's been working out for him. Oh.
Yeah, RE is a good option against Dragonfly for a lot of characters. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I think Infectious is picking up on like the med whenever he's trying to opt for med K for spacing. He's in that B6
He hasn't
really
necessarily
well.
picked up on this though. Okay, well.
He got it
There we
eventually.
go. Yeah.
All right.
Infectious is successfully slowing this down a little bit.
Oof. I know
Yeah, I mean,
Infectious
that kind
is
of thing
thinking...
is going to happen. Ben blew him up before. Wow, that was a dead trap. Crazy. That's a lot of damage.
Oh, nice
Ooh, the door
challenge.
knocker. Where are we
Can
putting
you get the
him?
full combo?
Putting him all the way to the edge of the screen.
Oh, nice.
What a back
punish.
dash. What an answer. Oh, wait, is he dead? No, he actually caught. Okay.
Double A gets up,
Right.
find the sky.
Now you get to do it again. But you don't have any
gonna
soul
try.
turtle left.
Oh!
Oh, double mid. Nope.
Oh,
Wait,
is he gonna
no.
block this?
Yeah, but does he get a punish? No.
No, but he gets the
Wow.
self-swing and he goes for the
that was
6
so
speed.
scary. He could have just done a 2K to end it there, but he screwed up the combo. He got like a, what is that? Like a 6 speed or something.
Oh, he's got this. Okay, good challenge though. Infectious not stopping the mashing. It's probably pissing Ben off like crazy.
Oh man, caught the helicopter.
Okay, the big
Counter hit.
knees. Yep, it's
RE
back
yet
again.
RE is a good option for some characters. Ivy's one of them, it seems.
Yeah.
Alright, 6A. Caught the thing that got him the lethal hit in the first place from last time. Has a
combo.
lot of meter here, has an AA, has all kinds of stuff. Yep, there it is.
Nice. Right,
Something that Ben does, something that Souzou does, something that everybody does.
Show respect
You have the opponent up against the wall.
so bravely.
Time to
Hey.
AA Bravich.
Hey, forever. Hey. Alright, that was losers semis. That felt like losers finals, but it wasn't. That was crazy.
Yeah. Because we see that matchup so often, so.
Yeah. Well, he conquered it by just, getting in close, and
Yeah, Conquer's bad for a day.
what a great game.
I've never played it.
It's crass. And
I
it's
honestly
most-
haven't even really heard it before.
Oh, I remember as a kid, I was like, oh man, this game's like got sex in it or some weird shit.
Yeah. The sexiest any game had ever been.
Yeah, like kind of in some ways. Like the way it was alluded to in the gaming magazines, it was as if it was like rewriting the book on loot or some weird shit. It was.
Oh man.
It was like mythologized, but it turned out to just be like
And the
just
fact that it
crass.
was animals didn't bother you at all, right? Why would it?
I mean, by that time we were all getting oohed and awed by like characters with blue hair. That used to be a pretty.
I know nothing about that. I can't remember the last time anything with blue hair attracted me.
That's like PlayStation 1's entire like RPG catalog. Main JRPG character, blue hair.
Jsabbs.
Like Wild Arms, blue hair.
To the stage of
Legend of Legaia, blue hair.
Fire Emblem.
That's all I got. Sorry.
Fire Emblem, one of them. Actually, probably
Yeah.
multiples of them.
Although the West had no idea what blue Fire Emblem was at that time. Like that was completely like
True, yeah.
you were a real big weeb if you even knew what that game was. Like, this was back in the day when like people were trading VHSs at like conventions and stuff for like of like just subs and stuff. It's funny because my uncle's like an old school anime head, and it's like really weird because it's like, oh yeah, it's so different than it is nowadays. It's like this idea that there's even a market for this stuff is insane to me. Good old time. That was also back in the day when everybody thought they were hot shit at SoulCalibur too. Oh? Of course this is happening. There's no way it isn't. Unless he... if he was going to pick SoulZouLion, I would be like, Ben's going to chew this motherfucker up.
Yeah, don't they have to like do like the
They have to do the
dance or
salute.
whatever?
Yeah, they must do the Yoshi salute or we DQ both of them. Which means it's going to be an easy win for Art Graves' somewhat functional controller. / PC. All right, but here we go. I'm excited for the Yoshi salute. It's mandatory. Although I hope Ben can assert dominance. But that might be his downfall, to be honest with you. I think he will go for suicide and it's gonna get
So you
him
think he
killed.
should assert submission? No, what he should do is at the very end, or at the very beginning of the last round, he should run up and do 2-2A because it's been working out really well.
Yeah. Honestly,
Wow,
it'll work
what
on
a punch.
SouzouLion, I think, to be honest with you.
Yeah, maybe. It would be
Right.
weird if a Yoshi player just has 2 full bars.
Yeah.
Like, a character that has the easiest time spending bar.
Actually, last time I saw this played, Sozo won it. So this is Ben's revenge tour.
Man, these costumes are incredibly similar.
I can't tell the difference at all.
Yeah, this is a bit rough.
Like,
I appreciate that Chunk has put green and blue, but boy, both of them are mad green, dude.
Yeah.
The lighting.
Wow, the AAA work. Okay, nice block and punish. This is gonna be really scrappy. Okay, he gets a little punish there off of that.
Yeah. I wonder, for the most part, I understand why Yoshi players, when they have something that's -12, they just go for an AA punish, even though that's not great, and the 4B punish is better. The reason why you don't go for the 4B punish for the most part is because that pushes out. Very similar to like when Mitsu doesn't get the punish on like an I-12 because the AA pushes out too far. But for a matchup like this, I would feel like the 4B would be perfectly reasonable to pull off.
Yeah, that's a good assessment.
I don't know.
Especially if you could deny the meter, that's probably huge.
Yeah, man.
We'll see though, but okay, Ben's on the warpath, goes for the B option, gets kneed in the face, and the immediate soul charge. I wonder if they wanted a soul attack.
I see Chains in chat saying, I like how it says green blue, but in the lighting, it almost looks identical. I just fucking talked about that, you old fart. I said it, me, not you.
Oh, it's crazy. It's like watching Signia versus Ben, except now it's Signia versus... not Signia, it's like Ben versus Sozo. Okay, Chase B, catching the roll. Okay, forcing on soul chart. Okay, he's playing really aggressive with this, but I think... Yeah, Ben just calls it out, PB. That's huge for him.
Ben being... yeah, you were talking about Ben asserting dominance, but he's actually been the person on the defense for the most part.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, mash there. Oh, checks. Wow. SouzouLion completely in control this round. Okay. Gets in the... Ew! Opting to spend meter. Staying conservative with it. So 3k to stop moving, but nothing's coming out. Okay. Blocking it out. Mashes? He's crazy, man.
I mean, you know...
Wait, it's an I-10 though. I think you're okay. Because doesn't it trade with the clap?
It's egregious to a certain degree, but the life totals make it so that like it's actually kind of fine. Where it's like you need to make a big play when you're down that much life. Ooh, good GI on the AAA.
We didn't see the round 3 meme though.
So Ben is attempting to get the Gar Crush. That's the big deal here.
Yeah.
How is Souzou going to get out of this? In fact, he is
what
not.
Did he do? Okay, there it is.
Okay, well, on a CE, wow.
That's cute. That's cute. I like that. It's pretty cute.
Yeah, forget doing all the all the combos and everything. What about a single button press?
And a perfect. Wow. Tonight.
I mean, the fact that he set up the Gar Crush earlier really helps out. To get that to get the perfect in the last round.
All my times playing Ben, that's one thing I've noticed about him. He's really good at resource management, especially with guard. He like knows that it's like, okay, I'm gonna set this up, and I'm really gonna run it down. Kind of similar to how like Thermidor makes me feel, where it's like, oh shit, I'm blinking red, I'm probably dead.
I do think that it's kind of ironic that this is typically the stage that when you're playing against Yoshi, you hope you get.
Yeah.
Like it's Yoshi's like worst stage.
Oh wow.
You don't have to deal with ring outs, you barely have to deal with wall hits.
Wow.
Ooh, trying to cheapskate, Souzou.
Onyx. Alright, Ben up 1.
Yeah, Ben's pretty much been in control this whole time, I think.
Yeah, it's funny because there have been rounds where it's like Souzou is just like completely dominating Ben, but then the inverses happen. Just seems it kind of comes down to the knockdown game, right?
Yeah, well, surprise.
Oh wow, second B
match, yeah.
Oh, look at that small game.
The spacing and poking game though has definitely been on Ben's side the whole time.
Yeah, especially when he gets that like really big lead.
Oh, what a block!
Oh man.
Hey, what a duck! Souzou getting more on his read.
Okay, trying to lever some plus frames there, getting more guard damage. He's setting up for round 4.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe there.
Yeah, you might as well if you're 2 rounds up. Yeah, makes sense. Trying to make him spend bar, yeah.
Honestly, it's kind of funny, but I do think that like the lack of GIs on the chicken combo is kind of meaningful in this matchup.
Combo.
Oh! Just trying to preemptively
also being
space.
kind of the only person who's using 4K.
Yeah, and I think it's important in this matchup too because it's back up.
Wow, that was actually a lot of damage.
Yeah, 6xp is really powerful on counter hit. Oh, there's another one.
6xp. Look at how much damage that is, dude. He's been hit like 3 times.
Yeah.
Sozu forced to spend bar.
There's a GI.
Immediately gets GI'd into
He's
more
getting
guard
close.
damage.
Okay.
Sozu's had enough.
Yeah, he's like, it's time for me to blend.
Things. He has
Oh,
in fact
ran out
done
of meter.
Yoshimitsu things.
Oh.
Is that it? No, it's
So
not.
weird.
Yeah, it was too high. That's the problem.
Yeah. Oh, HSB. Single A.
Man, everybody disrespecting the frame advantage that Yoshi gets there. And Ben's the one that's profiting.
He was off axis.
Yeah,
That was almost like devastating,
I
actually.
think it's the BB lurched him forward.
Yeah. Wow. Right, Ben is showing that he's the real Manji, the Manji man, the Manji
Only
out.
I am Yoshimitsu.
Only I, Mr. SoulCalibur, can be Yoshimitsu.
That's an SE5 reference to all the old heads.
I was just gonna say there can only be one, but
I wonder if the
Oh,
owner's
you want to go
watching.
for an even
Oh!
older reference to something else, yeah.
The first full RCC 3B drop of the day. I was hoping it was gonna happen.
It's a shame that the only Highlander was not Mr. Krabs. I wish that was the timeline we lived in.
Nice block on the AAA.
Oh
trying
man,
to
what
get
a
his
sidestep. He didn't get anything out of it, but it was really good. He's not dead yet. Dead to
close.
the Oki? Oh!
that was kind of.
Souzou!
Oh man, the fanciness is really heavy on both sides, but once again, the AAA on the Bravage GI has been so clutch for Ben to have.
Alright, he's going to go ahead and put a nice block and incredible punish. He's gonna get the whole banana. Great throw.
The whole banana.
I like the wall racing. He's like, okay, I'm doing it to you now.
Man, I'm legitimately getting dizzy watching this match because they're both spinning around so much.
Good duck.
Oh, I'm sweating right now.
Sozu's
This is
always
great.
been good with pretty solid ducking. In terms of mix of defense, I do feel like it's been in Sozu's favor, but for virtually everything else, it's been on Ben's favor.
Okay, well, Ben's getting rolled over right now.
Nah, he's barely got... It's just barely a scratch. A flesh wound, if you will.
Flash wound.
Yeah, he's
All right, getting full rainbow drop.
only missing one arm and one leg.
Wait. Why did that combo? That didn't make any sense. The AA was ducked, and then he got it as like a whip on it. Very
Did
weird.
he get a wall on this?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he...
Oh, he almost got the full
Oh,
fledged
no.
thing. Now Sosu's like, here, let me show you how it's done.
That was done. Oh, man. Unlucky. All right, Ben. Down around, but not out. We'll see how he's able to corral this man. Single A? Oh, a little bit too
You
far
know
away
he
for
could
the
have done
3A.
the punish
3B.
while he was in helicopter? See.
There it is. That's what he was looking for. Single A into 3B is actually like legit in this matchup. Oh, my
Okay.
case.
Huge. Oh, okay. I was gonna say huge stage positioning. Now Sozu has replaced it.
Oh. Nice little punish there.
So that's to stick him into the corner.
Oh.
Oh, that's the punish.
anything
Gross. Oh, but that should do it, right?
Yeah, I think he's dead.
Just
Yeah.
enough. Did you go for the B slide A combo?
All right, equal meter, equal rounds. Insofar that this game is concerned.
Right.
Oh, the single B zoning. Okay, but 4KB coming out, showing who's the big boy here. Oh,
Ooh, Sozu getting more in the poking game now.
yeah. Okay,
A lot more.
huge GI.
Yeah, definitely time to soul charge. No reason to hold on to this bar at this point. And
Alright,
this is exactly what
both
Sozu would want. Yeah, of course. No RI back, surprising.
Yeah.
You're in soul charge, it's free.
Single A check. Oh, nice
Man,
duck punish. I
another
think it's
free
gonna be
AA
around.
duck. That has definitely been what Sozu has been about.
Watch the stone fist.
That's pretty good.
Oh, 9K though.
Lightning does
Whoa.
not strike twice.
Oh man, I forgot how fun Yoshi mirrors are. They're crazy. All right, they're sticking to the honorable stage. No cheese, only neutral. Dude, 4KB, man. Ben's got to find an answer to that thing, man. He's getting cooked by it. All right, saves the leg. Nope, drops it though. Nice 9K. Go over the 4K.
Yoshi having to resituate himself out of that.
Oop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, call to come back. He's been here for years.
See what Ben can... Like, Ben just needs to, I think, like, sure up the fact that he doesn't get his health bar chewed completely by trying to backstep for, like, the first part of the round, and
Yeah,
I think he can
potentially.
sail. Oh, my
wow,
god.
what a duck.
Huge. Just leg swept again. Getting up there. Disrespects the frames. Triple A again. He's been showing that a lot. But yep, that's a good choice. 9K against.
So he's just coming up with some clutch defense here that's allowed him to stay in the game.
He's trying to whip punish the 4KB a lot, and it's getting him clipped. So maybe he'll opt to just like be more patient. Oh, he gets a clash. Single B.
Oh, single B.
Nice block.
Another great block.
Oh,
no,
just runs
Ben
into...
getting hit by the Ben.
Oh. Oh my god.
Souzou clutching it out yet again.
Oh my god.
Ben simply cannot make this guy die. Immediately spins bar so he doesn't have to worry about the 2-bar lethal hits.
Single A, okay.
Wow, this
Tripling
became significantly more pokey. Just teeny tiny hits.
Now it's getting bigger. He's scaling up.
That's what she said. Oh
no,
man, Ben trying to go with a level 9,000 read.
Yeah,
and
really,
it just did not work out.
He really thought that he was gonna go for something.
Like, unless that was an input error, but if it was, I don't know what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, what input could he possibly want from B? Like, no, I don't know. Okay, he's opting to get off the stage. He's like, okay, I've had enough of this.
He wants
it's time to leverage my true strength. Although it would be kind of anticlimactic if this came down to like 2-2B wars. Alrighty. Eventually load into the stage.
I can't wait. It is ever the obstacle with Haohmaru stage.
Yeah. Especially on Parsec. I thought the same thing. Oh my god, they both did 4KB at the beginning.
It always sucks when you both do the exact same move with the exact same character, but one of them wins and the other one loses. Whoa, okay.
Oh.
1K jumping over 6K.
Uh-oh.
Well, nobody has any meter yet, so there's no reverse ring out capabilities.
Oh.
Now, forward ring out capabilities there are.
See if Ben can sneak one out. Blocking. Okay. Doesn't opt for the punish there. Oh, that 4KB coming strong, but gets hit by the... Keeps thinking that, like, 3BB is not going to happen, but it keeps happening. Single B into the Trace B, getting nothing. There we go. Finally getting some leverage against 4KB. Every other time he's been clipped, so this might actually be a big mental victory for him. You will never walk away from that move. All right, Guard Crush setup time. He's going for it. Although he'd be happy not to have it, but let's see. It's got in the pocket. Trades. Crush the K. There it is. Oh, he doesn't even. He just opts out the block. Wow, using the plus frames immediately soul charging. He is afraid of a single poke. Ah, single A. The L Signia. Nice. Simple catch 3K. Double A. Okay, he's mixing in a slide B in there, so I'm not sure if that's going to mean a lot, but we'll see. Also, Jay died. Jay's alive.
Well, that sucks. Did I miss the end?
No, it's still going.
Oh, still going? Great.
Oh, nice block. Oh, no. We're getting close to the ring edge. Goes for the double moonsault. Gets the throw. Better break. Oh, good zoning from Ben. Small pokes. Oh, he's going for checkmate.
Yeah, it's the guard crouch, yeah.
Oh, what a GI.
Oh, man, he went for a GI rather than sidestepping, which really kind of shows the tense situation here. So instead of going for the guaranteed, he ended up getting a little bit of something. Infinite teeny tiny pokes.
Ooh, what a huge... Oh, nope. But a huge drop.
We don't have those.
Yeah, not today.
He had him in the first game that he played in the tournament. So other than that, we haven't seen it literally at all.
Yeah.
I think Sozius maybe crumbling under the guard pressure is the problem.
It's getting close.
Yeah, look at that red. Yeah.
Wow.
Ben able to pull it off with AAs and stuff.
Wow, what a crazy set though. That was
yeah,
long, grindy, just back and forth, just constant momentum shifts.
Mashy, ugly.
Mashy, ugly. That was. I feel like I got turned to powder from that one. That was
prickly
rough.
pear.
Can I get a 5-minute break? Yeah, right. Gio wouldn't have dropped that combo.
Damn.
Oh,
damn.
Ben feeling himself and asking us to vamp before the grand finals, but well fought to SouzouLion. I have long awaited to see that the clash of the Yoshis come back, and I was not disappointed. That was awesome. I love the Yoshi mirror. I think I'm kind of like indoctrinated because that's all I got to watch basically during the offline WNF era, but it's always been about like that small game, man. Ooh.
Apologies with regards to the vamping, but it is 1 a.m. and I'm falling apart, so I hope it's alright if I leave the grand finals to you guys.
Just remind me how much you like the prequels, and I won't shut up for the next like 5 hours.
How much do you think I like the prequels?
Probably a normal human amount, nothing too crazy.
See, I don't know why. Like, I think you just think that because of the pod races thing, and I think that is a reductive characterization of what I said.
That's fair.
Because I feel like you may be forgetting that the conversation started with me talking about how it's crazy that everybody is liking the prequels now, and people shouldn't. Yeah, that's how the conversation began.
Yeah, and I doubled down on it and said I hated everything about it, basically.
Right, but if I'm saying that I dislike them less than what seems to be everybody else, then it doesn't really make sense to characterize it as me liking them as much as everybody else, right?
Fair enough.
It's okay, Jay. You're gonna get to leave, and then I'm just gonna get to tell Konmai to shut the fuck up. And the pod racing was fucking sick.
Are you shitting me? You're a pod racer lover? God damn it!
The only two things wrong with episode 1.
Really hated the N64 game.
The only two things wrong with episode 1 was the midichlorian plotline and the dialogue. Everything else was fine.
So when the movie sat down and shut the fuck up, it was good.
Well, also Jar Jar Binks, Jar Jar Binks was pretty bad.
I mean, he's a part of the talking part.
Dialogue, if his dialogue was changed, he could actually be a decent character.
Yeah,
I just wish that they I wish they went
also
the
use
whole
up the
hog and
Matrino
said
codes.
that he was a Sith fucking lord. I wish they did that. Why didn't they do that?
That would be too.
It would have been so cool because it makes so much sense.
Why does it make sense?
He plays the fool the entire time, but he actually sets in motion the events that sort of do create the possibility for Palpatine to take over power. It's just too cool.
Why is that like a Sith Lord?
Because they're supposed to be fucking liars, bro. That's their deal.
Yeah, but I mean, neither of the other Sith Lords that we see play the fool, so it would be
that's what I mean. That's what makes him unique. Is that he's not?
Oh.
Well, he's uniquely good at his job at playing the fool, but he does it more effectively than anybody else. Because what has happened to Darth Maul? He gets cut in fucking half.
The big plot twist, all his klutziness was just him using the Force to break shit on purpose.
Yeah, could you imagine how cool that theory would? It just would. That would be like a great moment. Again, it's stupid, but it's not stupid because it's like, well, if you're gonna shoehorn these characters in a way that seems kind of goofy. Anyway, you should probably go to bed. Sorry.
I was like, Konmai is going to keep going.
I was going to go crazy.
Yeah, you should just go to sleep.
there we go.
There we go.
Poor guy.
All right. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna go backtrack for this entire fucking slideshow. All right. Okay. Yeah, I do locals on Saturdays. Most days of the week when we can show up. DM me for him. Honestly, ask me because sometimes I don't even know if we're gonna actually make it out. It just depends on how busy we all are. But yeah, we do it down in San Jose. Also out in at Magitech monthly, sometimes with the Grand Blue folks. February 22nd, Core Values number 6. I think the first time at the new venue. Core Values at the new venue. I think they've been running regular locals at this place. Over in Portland, Oregon. They're running a bunch of games: Tekken 8, SoulCalibur, Strive, Smash Melee, Street Fighter 6, Smash Ult, Rising, Rivals of Either 2. It's gonna be a cool event. I know a couple of talent. I know Giraffe is going. Nemo's gonna be going there. Chapter's hospitality is unrivaled and unmatched. He's such a cool dude. He's also offering I think $100 towards travel fees to anyone from outside of the PNW area that can manage to win the SoulCalibur tournament. I don't know about any of the other ones. But yeah, that's going to be a good event, and I highly recommend going to that if you are available. You can go to the Start GG Core Value 6 to register and find out more info there. Edge of Soul Online PC Tournament happening April 20th. Blaze it. Or does your soul still blaze? I don't know. I'm gonna anyway.
420.
Yeah, something like that.
Your soul's still 420. That's what it is.
There's a $500 pot prize on 420. Okay, there we go. That one works. That's okay. That'll take home.
Stuck the landing.
Yeah. That's sponsored for a couple. I think that's gonna be streamed either on the XFS channel or maybe on Bad Bad Kitty's channel. One of those. I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head. But that's a while from now, so you have some time to prepare for that. SoulCalibur portal still up, not much going on there, but it's still a cool place. There's a lot of cool like articles and information on there if you want to go check it out. It hasn't been updated in a while because there's not really too much going on, but I still like it. I still think it's a cool place.
Yep.
Faustian guys, shout out to them. They're really cool. They have merch, FaustianFGC.com. Their merch is fucking sick.
That Tira shirt's coming.
Oh yeah.
And you better be ready for it.
Oh yeah. Perfect Storm going to be happening in Ontario? Ontario?
No.
Montreal?
Fuck. Wait.
One of the eastern Canadian cities.
Yeah.
Over there. I forget exactly which one. This was, yeah, but there's already a 500 Canadian dollar pot bonus in it for SoulCalibur 6.
I know their economy isn't that bad.
Yeah. I know Incendiate is planning on going. That's gonna be going. I think you can go look up Perfect Storm on Twitter to find out some more information. Otherwise, I actually don't have too much off the top of my head. I apologize. SoulCalibur portal. Oh wait, is this? Oh no, that's him talking about the I forgot the YouTube, the Zoetrope. If you haven't gone on, so I mean, I host all my VODs on YouTube, but Horseface runs the Zoetrope SC YouTube channel, which takes a lot of online VODs, online like replays from games that are not archived and asks for permissions, and then he puts them up, uploads them to YouTube. So there's a bunch of like really old and somewhat new like replays of players fighting that you can go watch to study or just sort of for fun. And it's really very, very good resource. He tries to somewhat keep it updated, but again, outside of me, there's not really like too much going on that isn't archived, so like he doesn't have too much to do. But another really good resource for like studying and watching matches in SoulCalibur that you can go check there. Zoetrope SC on YouTube. All right, this one's you.
Oh, this is Ron's CPU tournament. Can't hype it up more than that.
CPU CUP.
Yeah, the CPU CUP. That's a ZOS player with you with a fucking mix-up with 3 different letters. Go figure, right? Go figure, right, guys? But yeah, he's hosting that. So go and troll it and make sure to remind him that WNF sent him, or WNF is the only place that's promoting it. So we can really rub it in. The tournament he hates the most is the only one that's giving him any real coverage here. Let's let that sink in, guys. We're selfless. Anyway, he's running a CPU Cup. It'll be a lot of fun. We get to talk a lot of shit and probably like impose the sense of character to the CPU randomly mashing it against each other. So it might be fun. You never know. Might have real commentary. I don't know who's gonna do it, but hey, we're in there. Maybe we'll get some VTubers. Maybe they'll leave and be disgusted by our disgusting antics and our higher than thou attitudes. But you know what? We got it. Because Ron the Tryhard, that salty motherfucker, he's running a CPU tournament. He finally capitulated. Anyway,
salty motherfucker, we love him. He also took 2nd place at Evo, so he's not bad.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah. Soul Burners happening this Saturday. SoulCalibur 1 tournament hosted by the Soul Charge FGC guys. Highly recommend checking that out or joining if you can. The test your strength in the heart. Oh yeah, Extreme Fighter Showdown. When is this? Saturday, February 22nd. Okay, they're ready. Okay, I can't chill anymore. They gotta fight. All right, here we go. Grands, we out here.
I'm very curious to see how this matchup pans out because to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know if Ben's played against a Taki in 14,000 years.
I mean, yeah, it has been a while. He has played Taki a lot.
There we go.
Oh, well, that's what I'm... Oh, hold on. Let me get the bets. Let me get the bets. I'm getting the bets. I'm bringing the bets.
This is one of those matches where it's like they both get a scrap up close. I think when when Archgraves is able to sink his teeth into his opponent, it's going to be really messy. But in terms of neutral, it's kind of rough to navigate this space. Oh, nice duck. Damn,
I know, it's weird.
Have the
They're
meter
both,
for anything.
both I-10 characters, both close range. One is more about mix-ups, and the other is about, like, unrelenting pressure.
Yep.
Not good enough.
Although I would say, like, that's what, I think this is where the place where Yoshi, I think, is the better character. Because he's just a little bit longer, and he still has the same amount of, like, cheesiness.
Yeah. Taki's offense is like very oppressive, but it's not like tricky. It's more about like knowledge and sort of knowing where to block, where to duck sort of deal versus, I mean, you're just literally guessing against Yoshi.
Although, this was brought up earlier that the fact that she has the I-8 to interrupt Dragonfly pressure does change a lot about how hard this character can snowball.
So 3B hold. Oh. Single A, just kind of really checking anything that Taki wants to do with a little health.
Yeah. It's going to be up to Archgraves to kind of discover a solution to that. And that's a good one. Nice, gets all 3K action in there. But an incredibly good air hit. But hey, here we go. Trace B gets nothing. That
Good sidestep. Finally,
was insane.
Someone finally steps to the Warriors in K. It's crazy.
Oh.
Going with the full crouch 3K, just running the mix. Goes for the throw.
Oh, he's got Oki too, and goes for the 1BB.
Tries to tricky flash, but oh, okay, but
Ooh.
just stops with the approaching single. But he shades of Signia. Though I guess Ben, honestly, that's probably a Ben thing as well.
Like Ben,
you see it.
I still remember the day Ben eclipsed Signia. It was like 2 in the morning, and Ben literally suicided Signia neutral, and that's when I knew that the master had become the mentee. It was crazy. It was like genuinely nuts. I was like screaming my head off. Nice throw, better break though. Okay, catching that with a 3B. You get to really leverage that move in this matchup, I think, for Archgraves. Because you're just like, well, tech crouch is going to beat something silly like, single A. Go farther. You know what's crazy? Why does Ben get more meter by getting hit by this? He walked away with like 1 million sticks of butter because he got hit by that combo. Wow, the single B hitting the stalker actually turning out to be huge damage. BAK again. AAA calling the tow truck company. Yeah, 3B is really gonna make Ben slow the game down just a little bit. He's not gonna be able to constantly A-check against Taki. Super leg gets in there. Goes to the throw, gets nothing. Oh, but that was so tricky. Oh, actually more like, but you know.
Actually, this...
I think that doesn't...
It didn't kill Taki. Okay.
Oh, nice punish. Nice punish. Whoa.
Taki combos, man.
Man, Taki combos really, like, I think mentally damage the user more than the person that they're attacking.
Sometimes,
but you
yeah.
forgot to spend your meter, my guy. Meanwhile, Ben spends all of his in like one combo. Oh my god, and he gets the whole bag and the bucket of chips. Nice. Okay, doesn't actually get anything off of that. Yeah, there we go. Good counter hit though. Trace B into doubles. Hey, he's pulling a SouzouLion. Hold on. Double amulets. The follow up there too. Oh yeah, can't A-check that. Possession is crouching. Oh. Trying to get that nice fat counter hit right there. Gets a throw, better break. Ooh.
Ooh, and the GI
wow.
just tries to go for a hard read. Not really sure what to do in that situation, I guess.
Yeah, Archgraves adjusting pretty well. One starting out with like kind of front loading the damage a little bit, so he doesn't get stuck in that position where the A-checking is, but also just really running. He's not falling prey to as much small game anymore. He's just like, okay, if Ben's gonna play like gonna nickel and dime me, I'm gonna start throwing quarters at this dude.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Dead. Yeah, wow.
There we go. Gets that good sidestep counter hit, and he knows the combos.
Yeah. Oh, Ark's a master of Taki. This character takes a long time to cook in the oven. Like, it's funny because everybody tries to get like a 2-day Taki, but you really at some point you eventually run into the fact that because your character plays really small ball, you kind of have to optimize the damage when you can get it, because you can't just like randomly score it anymore.
Oh.
Okay, looks like Knock was there, nothing. Oh, you can't challenge
That's
that
dead.
much.
Oh no, he checks
not
out.
quite.
Oh yeah, but single A check.
Single A. It's good when you're near dead. Not so good when you have something to lose. Oh, see, he goes for single A check, gets 3B tech crouch, so that's gonna be really important for Ben to acknowledge in the future. Blocking. He's trying. Oh, sneak. Oh, wait,
Oh,
he was dead.
He wasn't
He
ready.
got it.
He wasn't ready.
Oh, man.
A good 2A knocks out the stance.
Nice. Get that punish there.
Oh, and the 3B spacing with punish was nice.
Yeah, he's able to capitalize on moments where Ben's like kind of just doing business as usual. Again, it comes down to like how much health do you have? Can you use the health as a resource? If not, Arc is really on top of it. But man, getting underneath that string, getting tons of damage. 3K there. Oh, whew, gunpowder kick. Nice. Constantly get. What is that? Whoa, interesting choice. Okay. Stalker pressure. Oh. Oh.
Okay, yeah.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Trace B?
It's a talky thing.
Goes to the mid.
Oh,
Hey.
okay, but that doesn't. Oh, okay.
Arc Graves. He's close. This is gonna be the first time he's ever won a WNF.
Oh, okay, we're gonna ran into a different stage.
I think he wants something more cheeky. Either that or all wall.
Stage of history retold.
And all wall it is, but this is not. I think this isn't the place you want. It's too big. You're gonna let Arc Graves play his mid-range game a lot more.
If that's the play he's going for, yeah. Tries to go for full 3B, no counter hit, so a lot of hit, gets a good punish, does a lot of damage.
Oh my god, he is shredding through Ben right now. Okay, well he gets a single A 3B, gets a ton of damage off of it.
Mechie chip damage is just so much. Oh, they're trading on that.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, huge counter hit here. But no butter for the rest of the extension. Oh, tries the GI to get out of the pressure, and Arc Graves is just weaving in the throw perfectly there.
Bro, which one's the mix-up character again?
I mean, like, in this particular circumstance, because Ben does A-check a lot, it's making it really difficult for him to deal with possession, which is constantly crouching, so... And yeah, when he tries to go for the throw pressure, he's getting smoked.
Yeah.
I think this is kind of like the right character for the right moment here. Okay. Woohoo! Okay.
All in on the punish.
Oh, I think it's gonna kill. Wow, it doesn't quite. Goes for the low. Oh, and he continues the extension, and he actually gets it. Arcade's getting a little bit too greedy, thinking his opponent is not gonna take the frame.
Wow,
that's so high.
The relaunches. Oh my gosh.
Holy moly.
That was so cool for only like decent chunk of damage. That doesn't go into the wall. Doesn't have the soul charge
real bad
extension.
for Ben though. Oh, he's gonna get smothered. And push against the wall, trying to get out there. This little garden or micro step. Trace B. He's getting that infinite Oki. Oh, trying to get that whip punish there. Aye.
Oh, is it dead? No.
No, this does like negative damage. But he's going for the except for the stalker gets nothing. Oh my god.
Man.
Arc is one round away from taking WNF for the first time. Oh, but Ben is making sure you don't get to have any fun against Yoshimitsu. Oh my god. He's getting everything. This is the lightning round he needs to get the momentum back. Oh, he gets the clash set up for free.
Nice.
Okay, but 2-6 of butter and Arc Graves, but that is detrimental to you because Triple B is coming, or a 2-3-6A. We'll see. Trace B, nice step. Oh, and gets an exquisite punish.
Bing, bing, bing.
Oh, he had a block. Oh, that's so weird. Why did he get the block the last hit? Oh no.
The wall raising move was high.
He's crouching. He's crouching. Knock, who's there? Nobody.
Oh,
No, Reed, he gets a kill, and that's
anyway.
gonna be it. Wow. Oh, he bet it all on the barn, and then the barn collapsed on him, burst into flames. Wow, Archgraves, after many, and I mean many damn moons with this game, squares up against BenWithVees and takes WNF for the first time. And Taki Tits comes out and proclaims loudly, he's been waiting for this day. I love it. I love it. Oh my god, but well deserved. He really demonstrated an absolute just extra level of understanding of some of the most minute niche things about very wide variety of matchups, and just it's been a long time ago. I always thought he was destined to get this, and especially with on the laptop, man. There was a lot of obstacles in the way. Let's not there was many moments where somebody would just reasonably just tilt off the face of the universe and call it good, but Ark kept it going. So finally, we have yet another taker of the WNF crown that is not used to wearing it. That's awesome.
All right.
Well,
yeah. That's a little bit later than usual, but we did it. Archgraves did it, and he's gonna take first place for this week's episode of Wednesday Night Fights. Well fought against BenWithVees in second place, and then SouzouLion also in third.
Yeah, you know what? That's the first time a West Coast player has won this in 6 trillion years too. And the servers are on our side. We have the handicap advantage.
Yeah. So there we go. We'll take that. We'll take that for this week. All right. Yeah, I feel like I've kind of shilled a lot of the stuff already, so I'm not going to take too long to do it. But again, if you missed any of this, I upload all my VODs to YouTube, and you can watch them all there. If you missed any of the action, or if you want to see any of the previous Wednesday night fights, I literally have all of them from 4 years now. I think uploaded. So yeah, there's a lot of them up there. This weekend, again, I think Soul Burners is on Saturday. SoulCalibur 1 tournament going to be hosted again by the Soul Charge FGC guys. I highly recommend signing up for that and watching. There's a $100 prize pot bonus, so what the hell? Go shoot your shot. It's free. What else is happening this weekend? I forget. Is it
this weekend?
Yeah. So, isn't there something else? SoulCalibur. I forget.
I'm losing my brain. I can't remember. Because what? It's what's on the 15th? I'm going crazy. I'm literally the one who looks this up, and I never remember anything. Let me check SoulCalibur Central. They're see. The 15th is gonna be. Usually it's a Soul Charge thing, to be honest with you. February 22nd. It's gonna be Soul Charge. SC1 and it has the $100 bonus pull. So make sure you join that, because it's Caliber. Trust me. You'd be surprised at how much carries over. There's some niche stuff, but you guys have been playing a pretty fucked up game for a long time. You'll be able to handle.
All right. Well, yeah, that's going to be us for tonight. There's still a couple codes left, so if you can use them real quick, we very much appreciate it before we close out the Matcherino and pay out our players. But okay, whatever. We'll figure that out with Ben later. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming out. I'll be out here again next week with another episode. If you want to join, it's free to enter Parsec tournament. It's open to anyone. Again, the servers are based in California, so depending on your distance to the servers, your connection may vary, but if your connection's good enough, you can play, so it doesn't really matter to me. You can follow me on Blue Skies, where I'm mainly active. I do have a Twitter, but I don't really use it really much. I just kind of check every now and again when I'm bored. And you can also join the Discord, follow the StartGG link to join and find out information. But that's about it. Otherwise, I'm gonna go raid the Guild House guys who are finishing up their Smash tournament. Thank you.
It was an awesome tournament. Thanks for running it. as usual. And thanks for the West Coast for finally showing up at long last. We finally did it, boys.
All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. Be safe, be kind, and I'll see y'all later.